welcome to the North Pole. It's currently very empty around here, so I think it's time for a one-color Christmas challenge. As you can see from my outfit, today I'm only allowed to build with the color red. For this colorful Christmas challenge, I want to build up a Christmas village with a house for every color. Because we're starting with a red house, I was thinking that we can make this one Santa themed. You guys are gonna have to let me know in the comments what each color house could be for. For Santa's house, I definitely want to have a living room with space for a fireplace. We'll need a cozy kitchen full of cookies, maybe a workshop area for making gifts, and an attached stable for his reindeer. Ta-da! Because I'm obsessed with the wallpaper craft mod, I use red striped blocks for the walls, colored brick for the roof, and I used some matching red planks for the edges, stairs, and interior floors. While building, I found these awesome candy cane blocks, and I just thought that they would be perfect for this house. I also have more candy cane blocks in blue, green, and yellow that we could totally use for the other houses. Also, I did use some white fences and gates. And maybe that's cheating because it's a one color only challenge, but I'm allowing it. They match the candy canes. Oh, and speaking of candy canes, I have literal buildable candy cane blocks that we can use on the outside. So let's see, we could put one over here, maybe one here, and then we could put a couple more on the other side. Cute! Now for our red house, I decided to use the candy cane blocks to make this cute tower. We do have a little baby reindeer stable on the side. It's not the main one. I think the brown house will be the main reindeer stable. So this is just kind of like when they want to visit and hang out at the red house. But yeah, so we have stables, a cute little tower, and then this is the main house. So if you go up the stairs, you'll have access to the first floor, which is going to be for a dining room, a living room, and a kitchen. Then if you want to go downstairs, you actually go inside the little candy cane tower. And down here, we'll have the workshop, a bathroom, and the bedroom. I currently have a big portion of this wall broken open because I'm trying to decide if I want like a doorway to connect from the workshop to the stables from downstairs. And then I also think I want windows too, so you can see outside. Honestly, maybe we could do both. That's kind of nice. And you know what? Since we're already in the workshop, let's start with this room. I did go ahead and pick out a few things for each room. I don't have like everything picked out, but I've got a couple to get things started. So for the workshop, I was thinking obviously we need a desk and like some workshop-y things like a list and a notebook to like keep track of the good and the bad people. I feel like a phone is important. And then I do have like a couple of like toys, but we could find more stuff. You know what I just realized? I did not change the floor down here. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me just grab this. I turn on my magic floor tool. Ba -ba -ba -ba. And now we have a floor. Okay, now for this workshop, I think I want to put a big desk on this wall. You know, this does kind of look pink. So hold on. Do I have a more red desk? No. But we can make a desk. We'll just use some frame trapdoors. Pick out a red block. And now we have a desk. So I was thinking I want to have an area for like letters and mail and just like papers and stuff. But I also want a place where like toys are being made. So I do have this little hammer and chisel that we could put here. And maybe he could be working on a boat and a jack-in-the-box. Wait a minute. I feel like the layout of this place is wrong. There we go. Okay, this feels better. Basically, I'm just moving the desk away from the wall and putting it more into the room like this so we can fit a big sofa couch behind it. Now we can just grab these things back and put them over here. And actually, wait, you know what? We can leave that one back there because I have a lamp that we can put on his desk. And over here, we can have the phone. Now, do we have any other red toys? There's a red sheep. We have a red parrot plushie, a mushroom plushie, a little strider. And what about the art category? Maybe a guitar, a gingerbread plushie with a Santa hat, and honestly, maybe we can add the Santa Claus plushie. Oh wait, we do have all of these little Funko Pop looking toys. This is perfect. So let's put some toys on the shelves. We have the Funko Pop, the Strider plushie, the mushroom. We could put a guitar in this corner, the big Santa plushie over in this corner. Then we do have this little polar bear guy, which is really cute. The gingerbread guy, which is also really cute. A sheep, a parrot, and another Funko Pop toy. Now using these same framed blocks, I want to make a second desk over here. I originally had like a little something over here, but because I moved the desk here, I got rid of the entrance to the bedroom and I moved it over. So now we have more wall space, but that kind of got rid of the other wall space. So under this window, we can have a desk. Oh, does this make it awkward to get outside? Maybe we should make this smaller. Then again, I want to use this red sofa as the chair just because it looks just very cozy. And on this desk, I want to have all the letters and stuff. So first, I have this. It's a literal letter with glasses. We can pretend those are Santa's. Then I want to add a stack of envelopes. Then we can have the notebook over here. Maybe a couple of letters fell on the floor. And over here, we can make a tall stack of books. Oh, I forgot about the red teddy bear. Let's get rid of the parrot. Put the bear here. And the parrot can go on the floor. Now we definitely need some fairy lights in this space, and I picked out quite a few, so let's see what they look like. First of all, we have the regular. Can we combine the tinsel with the banners? Wait, they look fuzzy. That's kind of cute. Okay, let's see. I definitely want to have some banners hung across the corner like that, but I really do love putting the plain fairy lights mixed together. Well, hey, that's not what I wanted to happen. There we go. I do also want to use the tinsel though, so can we put that under the shelf? That's kind of fun. And wait, don't we have lanterns? We do! So maybe we can hang a couple from the ceiling. Oh, you know what would make sense in here? Some wrapped presents. I don't know how I almost forgot about that. We have this one, these little ones. This is actually a very large gift. So we can just fit the smaller ones on the shelves. Then I do have some wall decals like Santa's bag of toys. And we also have like these cute little candy looking ornament stickers. Honestly, it kind of looks like a fun wallpaper. I did not like the way that the toy bag looked on the wall though. So maybe we could just put that here. And then I almost forgot that I have garland lights. Like little twinkling Christmas lights. So we could maybe put those on this wall. I like them over the windows. Wait, look at that. Okay, there's a lot of lights in here now. Moving on to the bedroom. This is what I picked out so far. So obviously we have a bed, but look at this. Under the bed, I want to add this red checkered floor. It's so festive. Okay, and then obviously, ooh, wait, what should our headboard be? Maybe white. Again, I know this is a red color challenge, but I feel like white is like an okay color to use in every house. So let's add our headboard. Then we can have our bed. Then around the bed, we can frame it out with some more dotted white blocks. Wait, okay, this is cute. Now, when looking around for couches and stuff, I did find this armchair. I want to know if it would fit good in this spot. No, because it's 2 blocks wide and this is a 3 block wide area. Basically, I thought it'd be really cute because this room is not like a perfect square or rectangle. I thought it'd be nice to have like bedroom stuff here and a little sitting area by the windows here with maybe a little table. We need a different sofa though. Okay, I like this better. Now, I don't know if I should put this in here, but I did find a giant Christmas sled. We could put this in here. Is that crazy to put in here? I mean, it's kind of fun, but I don't know. I do know that I definitely want to have some drawers for a dresser on this wall. I did also want nightstands by the bed, but really the only red ones that we have are these puzzle piece ones, and I already have like lamps and stuff over there, so maybe we don't need them. You know what we could do? On either side of the bed, we can have these little Christmas trees. They've got red bows, so it counts. On the back of the bed in the middle, I want to add an alarm clock, and then maybe on this side, we can have an open book, and here, we can have a stack of books. Even though we have this cute checkered block under the bed, I do still want to add a bit of mixed carpet. So we could have some dark red, some light red, and then a regular wool carpet. And I feel like we need something on the walls. Does Santa like TV? Look, there's a TV with like the Netflix logo, but it's red and it matches. Look what I just found. Okay, I just typed in red and I'm just kind of looking through to see what kind of red blocks and stuff I have. And I found this. It's a little red wood burning stove. On these windows over here, we definitely want to add some banners for curtains. Then we can add a wreath above the bed, some cushions on the floor, maybe a couple of more presents scattered around the room. Then for a final touch, we can add some lanterns. Now the bathroom in this house is kind of like a long, awkward rectangle, but there is this little like bumped out spot here that I think is kind of perfect for a toilet. So we could put this here with some toilet paper and like a little plunger. Then across from the toilet, I think this wall would be good for a sink. So maybe we do double sinks with drawers in the middle. And actually, because these line up well like on walls and not the windows, we can add mirrors. Ta-da! Now around the window, I do just want to add like some singular fairy lights to kind of brighten up this area. This sink clutter kind of has like a red toothbrush on it. It honestly looks a little orange, but it's fine. We could just pretend that's red. Then obviously we're gonna need some towels. We could also do some like hand towels on the wall. Then in this space over here, I was thinking we could make a shower or a tub or a combo shower tub. Do I have any red tubs? No. I guess we could do a white bathtub and then we can just like kind of do like a red glass shower thing around it. You know what I mean? So we can block this off. Then we'll block this side off. And on the wall, we can add a shower head. Then to make this bathroom feel a bit more festive, we can add some wreaths. This toilet area is feeling a little sad and boring to me, so could we like hang some tinsel? Just like a little random thing. Then because there are some pretty big windows in this bathroom, we can just add some banners for curtains. Well, now that this downstairs is done, it's time to work on the upstairs. Oh, also, maybe before we do that, we could decorate the reindeer stables. I don't have red stuff for this. I'm gonna be so honest. I have like hay, and hay is not red. I am gonna use it anyway. Because I feel like that's needed in the little stable area. I also know that carrots are not red, but if you try really hard and pretend, maybe close your eyes, they could be red. Anyway, I want to add some more gates to these stalls. Then around them, we can add the hay. Then I do have these cute little reindeer doormats, and because I don't actually have any deer or reindeer in my game, we could just add these, like their little light up Christmas decorations. They're honestly kind of cute. This one's a little baby. I love it. Now we can just add some carrots to each one. Maybe add some banners to the front. And now the stables are done. For the upstairs floor of this house, this side is going to be a kitchen, the middle is going to be a living room, and over on the left, we're going to have a dining area. Now for the living space, we have to have a giant fireplace, and I actually want to build it out of these candy cane blocks just because I think it looks cool. So let's find the middle, and now we can build up a fireplace. Ta-da! Oh, that's so cozy. But okay, wait, before we add anything else, we need to decide where the tree is gonna go. Look at my Christmas tree. It's literally red. It has red ornaments and Christmas lights on it. Okay, so we have the bottom piece, the middle piece, the second middle piece, and the top piece. Can we put carpet around this like a tree skirt? I can. Oh my gosh, cute. Oh, but wait, we're gonna have to fit presents around that, huh? We might have to get rid of that. Speaking of presents, I do have the ones that we were using downstairs, but then I do have these. I know there's blue bows on them, but I can't really change that. Let's put the giant present over by the fireplace on the side, and then we could like mix together both of these presents. I like that. You know what would be fun? Okay, so you know how I don't really have any red side tables besides the puzzle piece ones? If we put a sofa like right here, then instead of using more of those tables, we could just use some upside down candy cane stairs, and then we could put some lamps on them. Okay, wait, it's kind of fun, and it matches the fireplace. Now for the fireplace mantle, I found a red poinsettia flower, and then on the sides, we can just add some red candles. Then in the middle of this fireplace, we can add a wreath, and on the floor, we can add some carpet. Over in this dining space, I don't have much picked out for it. I do have this table, which is like kind of pink like we talked about before, but I do have this, and I actually do feel like this is better. Then we do need chairs, and I think these are the best ones that I have. Why do I actually not like that? Would it be crazy if we just did stools? Okay, yeah. We're just gonna have stools. It's fine. It's kind of like an indoor picnic. I need to glitch the blocks to place things where I want them to go. Okay, there's our candle. Wait, no! Okay, we're just gonna have to keep this block so we could have our candles. And then can I put the poinsettias on the table? Okay, I can do that. Then honestly, this is kind of bugging me. I can't, no. I don't like the glitch block. So instead, in the middle of this table, we can have a gingerbread house. Because we have some wall space on either end of the dining table, we could actually use the candle that I broke and these other red flowers. We could have some candles, we could have some flowers, a red snowflake light, and a Christmas tree snow globe. Now, I definitely want to hang some of these paper lanterns from the ceiling over the dining table. On the windows, we can add some banners. Then I do want to have this wreath over here too. And then maybe along this wall, we can add some party bunting. Or you know what? Because we do have quite a bit of wall space, on either side of the fireplace, we could add some more windows. Cute. And now that these two sections are done, we can work on the kitchen. Now, currently, this is all I have picked out. It's just some red appliances and cups. In the middle, we're obviously gonna add a sink. Then we can have our lower cabinets, our upper cabinets. Then I don't have a red stove, so that'll go there. Then we can also get a dishwasher. That is not red. But our refrigerator is red. We definitely have space for an island, so we can have a little one right here. I'm gonna grab the stools we use for the dining table for this area. Then we can use the dark red carpet by the sink. And hopefully we have enough counter space for all this stuff. Okay, here's our espresso machine. Here is our toaster. Wait, let's switch this. Mixer here. Espresso here. Because then next to that, we can put a cup of coffee. Look at this. We have a gingerbread cake. Oh, wait, that's perfect. We also have a red jello dessert and a little strawberry loaf cake. Now, I want to add some more mini Christmas trees to this house. I just don't know if it's going to be too much because I want to put one here. Another one here. And then I kind of want to put them up here on either side of this window. And then in between the window, we can add some lights. I do kind of like it. I feel like we can make it better with some like banners and tinsel and stuff maybe. Let's have it go out a little bit. Oh, wait, I like that. That's kind of fun. Then just for a little bit, you know, more dimension and stuff on this wall, we can add some banners by the window. And I almost forgot about our Merry Christmas sign. Technically, yes, it is red, white, and green. But there's red in it, so it counts. We have officially completed our first Christmas color challenge. Let's go on a tour. So first we have the outside of the house, which is obviously very red. We've got a couple of candy canes. Also, we have a candy cane chimney, which I think is pretty cool. And before we go inside, on the outside, we have our little reindeer stables. I know they're just like pretend Christmas light reindeer, but it's so cute. This one's got a little red bow. This one has a red nose because it's Rudolph. We've got some little banners out front and some reindeer mats. But okay, going in the house, up the stairs, the first thing you see is the living, dining, and kitchen all in one space. In the kitchen, we have lots of red appliances. We got little coffee machines with coffee cups. We have some red desserts like Jello, these little Christmas gingerbread cakes and strawberry cakes. And we have a bunch of Christmas decor. Now, the living room is probably my favorite section. It just looks so cozy. I love the candy cane fireplace. We've got a poinsettia with some candles, a wreath, stockings, a big, beautiful Christmas tree with red lights and ornaments on it. Obviously, we have a ton of presents, and we even have a candy cane couch. In the dining room, we have a little gingerbread house and cookie making station. We've got some wreaths, lamps, banners, candles, and plants. Now if we head down the candy cane tower, this is Santa's workshop. So this is the workbench where, you know, he could work on some last minute toys. We've got a bunch of stuffies, we've got instruments, boats, and bears. Then over here we have a desk where all the letters are read. We've got a wall of presents. Oh, and then I also decided to put the candy cane blocks on the ceiling because I think it's fun. If you went out these doors to the left, this would take you to the little reindeer stables. And if you were to go into the first door on the right, this brings you to the bathroom. Obviously, this room just has a bunch of bathroom stuff in it, but we do have a toilet with some tinsel. We've got a red vanity, a pretend red toothbrush. We've got some towels, some wreaths, and a little shower tub combo. The last area in this build is the bedroom. And I actually think it turned out nice. I did change a few things about it, but not much. Over on the side here, we have some presents, a lamp, and a snow globe. I put the books on the floor here. Then we have the bed surrounded by Christmas trees. I put another gingerbread house here with a cookie. The alarm clock got moved here, and then the book is now on the floor. Across from the bed, we have a TV. We've got some lanterns on the ceiling. And then over on this side of the room, we have a little sitting area. Minecraft, but I'm only allowed to build with the color orange, Christmas Village Edition. Last time we built this red Santa themed house, and today, well, I had to get a little creative. There's not much I can think of that is like specifically orange for Christmas, so I'm taking inspo from the reindeer stables and building an orange carrot cafe. I actually think it'll be nice to have a cafe in the village. The bottom floor could be the storefront where food and drinks are sold, and the second floor could be a home for the shop owner. Ta-da! Welcome to the Carrot Cafe! Look at this. I love this build. We've got a hanging carrot hanging off at the house. We've got carrot windows. And this little checker printed thing I did with the wool in the front just makes it look so cozy. But okay, so this is the outside of the build. And basically, when you walk in, this is gonna be the cafe. So I wanna have a place to sit over here. This will be the area where you can order food. Then there'll be more seating over here. Through this back door, we'll have the kitchen and storage room. And then as we go upstairs, this is where the shop owner lives. To the right, we'll have a bathroom. Then there's this big open area for a kitchen and living room. Then on the very top floor of this build, we can have a hobby area, a bedroom, and maybe another lounge space. Starting with the cafe though, look at all the stuff I found. Look at this, look. Do you see? There's so many cute things in here. First of all, yes, this is the Carrot Cafe, but we will also be selling just like other things that are orange because look at this that I found. It's a little pastry display case and it's got cute stuff in it. So the first thing I want to do is make the checkout area so we can have a front counter like this. And I do actually have a cash register, which is really cute. There's a little receipt popping out. Should it be there though? Maybe we can actually have one here and one here. I do have a phone that I want to use. So hold on, let's put some more counters on this back wall. Oh, you know what we should also do? Let's get some framed item frames. Then we could put these on the wall and make a menu. And inside of all these item frames, we could, I guess we're gonna mostly add carrots. We could have orange carrot, golden carrot, and this is pumpkin pie, but I'm gonna pretend that it's carrot pie. And then obviously because this is a cafe, we have to have tea and coffee. I don't have an orange espresso machine, but you know what? The white's fine because it matches. I feel like we should at least have like, I don't know, a bunch. Oh wait, those are bigger. Okay, hold on, wait, no. In the middle, we'll have this. It's perfect. And I know like there's croissants and stuff in here and muffins. This is technically a blueberry muffin. That's actually a carrot muffin. Your eyes deceive you. They're not blue. It's orange. Oh wait, something else I wanted to do was I wanted to have these little wall-mounted cups because that's super cute. I also obviously want to display barrels of carrots, so we do have a round one and a square one. I actually think I like the square one for this space, so let's put one over here. Maybe like another at the end. Wait, that's cute there. This kind of reminds me of like when you're checking out at a cafe and they have like little snacks by the counter. Grab a carrot. Above the checkout area, we definitely have to have some cute orange lights. Wait, I love this. Now let's see, what else did I pick out that we could display? Oh, the lights. This would be perfect for right above these. Oh my gosh, yes. It gives it a little festive flair. Now, I do have disposable coffee cups, which is pretty cute. So we could add that over here like somebody's buying it. And maybe by this register, someone's buying a carrot. I totally forgot that I wanted to add a phone so, we could get to-go orders. So maybe we could just turn the counter like this and put the phone here. In this front part of the cafe, I thought it'd be cute to create a cozy area. So instead of like regular tables and chairs, we can have some sofa seats. This is cute. We have this regular floor lamp and then we have one that kind of arches over. And do these turn on? Okay, wait, they do, but they don't. This one's not staying on. Okay. What? Oh, okay, I got it. You have to smack it at a certain angle. There we go. Now for a bit more of a cozy vibe, I thought it would be nice to have like a stack of books. So we could put those books there, maybe some right here. I definitely want to have a cute mixed up carpet. And to fill up this wall space, we could just add another window. Now, I was thinking, because we just built this cafe, it should have a grand opening. And what does every grand opening need? Balloons. I want these to float. So, put these here. Like that. Can we put these like right here? I like that. And then maybe we can add some to the outside. Oh, while we're out here, look what I have. An actual cafe sign. Always perfect. And then I feel like we need some more of these lights. So right at the top of this wall, we can add them. Okay, now this needs more Christmas vibes. So I was thinking that we could put a tree down here and like maybe right here where there's a big empty wall. I unfortunately do not have a Christmas tree that is just orange lights and orange ornaments, but this multicolored one does have orange on it. Oh, that's fun. Around the tree, we're obviously gonna add some presents, even though I know this is a cafe, but maybe there's a grand opening giveaway happening where like the first 25 people to buy something at the Carrot Cafe gets the carrot themed Christmas present. Over in the rest of the space, this is where all the main tables are gonna go, so we can have some like this. Now, unfortunately, these are kind of the only chairs that I have. They're like diner chairs, but I think it works. It's okay. Now, something that I don't normally add too often are ceiling fans, but I do have these orange ones that I think kind of would look nice in here. And then I also want to hang some lanterns. Oh, I can't forget about the bunting and fairy lights. Basically, every house is gonna have those. Should we add some right in front of the checkout? Yeah, that's cute. We could put some more over here. And then over these windows, we can add more orange Christmas lights. Okay, yep. I really like this room. But now that we have the front part of the cafe done, it's time to work on the back rooms. Look at this. I didn't realize that I had like a super jumbo fridge. This is perfect for a cafe. Look at it. Look at it. I love this refrigerator. I think I really like these because it reminds me of a Barbie refrigerator that I used to have. So it was very cute. Should we have 2 refrigerators? Probably, because this is like a business. We have to store a lot of carrots in here. Now along this wall, we can add a counter. Definitely have some upper cabinet storage. We can have 2 sinks because we're gonna have to clean a lot of dishes. And then also to help with that, we can have some dishwashers. I actually did find a bunch of like dish stuff. So I think I like this one just because it's orange. So we have one there, we can have one there. Then we could put some more dishes with tongs there because maybe like we're making food and you don't want to touch it with your fingers. That's disgusting. So those can go there. And then should we have more dish storage on the top? This feels a little impractical, but it kind of looks cool. On the sides of the refrigerators, we should have some more counters. And I do have a stove that we should probably put somewhere, like for the baked goods and stuff. Yeah, I totally used this whole area just for like washing dishes. And now we don't have any prep space. Okay. Maybe it would be better if we got rid of this and made a door here. That way we can put this wall back up and have more space for making food. So here's some more counters. And then here we can be chopping some carrots, making some carrot pie. I think over here we should also have some counters, and then that way we can have a little blender. Wait, let's put the blender here, and then this could be where we have the stove. Then we can also have some cookware, a toaster, and another espresso machine because I seem to be obsessed. We're gonna add some more orange Christmas lights in here. And even though we got rid of one of the refrigerators, it actually kind of makes more sense to have them in the storage room anyway. So I'm gonna keep the one here, but we're gonna add some more in this room. One here, then we'll add some counters. We'll definitely need some shelves. And in the rest of the space, we can display our ingredients, which is basically carrots. So we can put a carrot here, put a barrel of carrots here, barrel of carrots here. Maybe we can just have some more barrels for like storage. So we could put this barrel, maybe more carrots, and this barrel. This is perfect. Well, now that the cafe part of this build is done, let's decorate the house for the shop owner. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is the bathroom because I'm gonna use all the pastel stuff. So I'm thinking on this wall here, we can have our orange bathtub. Then we can have a cute little double pastel sink vanity situation floating thing on this wall. And the toilet can go here. Now I do have this rubber ducky, which is like kind of yellow, but it has an orange beak. So it's fine. We can have these tiny little hand towels by the sink because I have an orange like bar. And then I also have an orangey toilet paper roll. Over the sinks, we have to have some mirrors, of course. And then I do have this little shower caddy that has some orange stuff on it. Wait, this kind of looks more gold. Wait a minute. It's the rose gold that looks orange. Ta-da! Oh, wait, and then I also need the shower thing. I almost forgot. We can use this one. Oh, that's perfect. To surround the shower, I'm obviously going to use some orange glass. And then I want to have a little something to display the toothbrushes with the orange toothbrush in there. And also maybe some more towels like this. Maybe we could just do a basket. I never used this basket. Hey, we also have like a towel heater. Wait, that's kind of nice. Should we put that there? That's cool. Okay, and then I have like a little basket of towels in the corner. And then maybe I can just use this framed trap door and find a block that matches the sink. Is it this? Does this kind of match? Oh my gosh, it totally does. This is perfect. Ta-da! But okay, obviously right now this bathroom isn't giving Christmas, and like it doesn't really have to, but I want it to. So let's get these lights and put them around the mirrors. I really don't think I have any. Oh, I spoke too soon. This wreath has an orange bulb on it. So, above the toilet it goes. Then I think all we really need besides that is a bit of carpet. Now I'm excited for this living room because look at how tall the ceilings are. Oh, we're gonna make a giant fireplace. Oh. Look at that. But okay, we're gonna need to have some framed blocks over here and then also some slabs. So we can put this here. And I actually want to use a different block for the mantle. I think I just want a solid colored orange block. That's cute. And then I am gonna put the TV over the fireplace. I know, controversial, but this is where it should go. Wait, that actually looks great. That works perfectly. And then in the fireplace, we can have a giant fire. Wait, the wider fireplace is cool. Now, obviously, in this living room, we're gonna have to have a Christmas tree, and I think that this corner is perfect because it's right in front of the window. Oh, wait, that's cute. I did purposely put it a few blocks away from the windows. That way we can display a bunch of presents and toys. So we can have a small square box, a rectangle box, a round box, a square box, and then I have this little orange teddy bear. Oh, look how cute that is. Got some blocks. We have a Rubik's Cube. And then there's also a xylophone I picked out literally only because it has an orange rectangle on it. Now, because we have a pretty long rectangular living room, I want to use these couch pieces to kind of fill up the space. So maybe this should be an end piece. Should we have it turn? Because I do have a corner piece. That's kind of nice. And then I also have the ottoman that we could put there. On the fireplace above the TV, we can add our multicolored Christmas wreath. Then on the tallest parts of these side walls, we can add more Christmas lights. On the floor in front of the couch, I do want to add some more carpet. This corner is kind of feeling a little empty to me, so maybe we can add a small side chair. Then we can add a couple of side tables and some lamps. I do have this smaller Christmas tree that I want to put somewhere. Maybe we could have it here and like another one over here. Then I know these aren't like super orange items, but on the mantle we can have a Christmas tree snow globe. It is multicolored. I do see an orange pixel on there, but this one is not orange. It is just a white igloo. The last thing I want to add to this space is a couple of orange banners. And then honestly, maybe we can just add some more of these lights to the windows. Yep, that's cute. Because the space for the kitchen is also kind of narrow, I think it might be fun to try a new kitchen layout. So instead of having an island in this space, I want to have a peninsula. Then we could just add some drawers. We could put a sink in the middle. I don't have an orange refrigerator, so we're gonna have to use a white one. Should this go all the way around? That actually might be kind of cool if we have a turn like that. That way, on the very end, we can add a refrigerator. And then on the top, we can add some cabinets. I just realized that there's no real spot for the stove. So hold on. Sink will not go in the middle. Sink will go over there. And we can have something like this. By the stove, we can have some utensils. By the sink, we can have some dishes drying. Then over here, we can have an espresso machine, a blender, and a toaster. On the other side of this peninsula, we're gonna have to have some stools for seating. I do want to have some carrots to cut. And on the floor, we could just add some more carpet. Oh, you know what? I want to grab another one of these Christmas trees to put here. That way it's like symmetrical, but it also gives a bit of Christmas vibes to the kitchen. And then, of course, I'm gonna add some more of these lights. And it might be cute to display presents up here. Over the peninsula, I do want to have some hanging lanterns, so let's just add a bunch of those. And then I totally forgot that I had an orange lunchbox. Now for the upstairs of this house, I mentioned that I want to have a bedroom area, like a hobby space, and another lounge area. So I think this space should be for the bedroom. This could be for the hobbies, and this big open area could be for some more couches. In the middle of this window, we can have our bed, so obviously it's gonna be orange. And then I was thinking that we could technically use these closets. They're not like super orange, but there's orange clothing items on them. So we have this, and then on the sides, we can have some shoes. There's orange shoes, there's like kind of an orange flannel, and there's an orange shirt with a chicken on it. Now I do have these little tables that we could put lamps on. I do have an orange lava lamp that we could put in the middle. Then we can have a cat plushie, a mushroom, a little snow golem plushie, a sheep plushie, a light tan, kind of orange bear, and an actual orange teddy bear. Then above the bed, we can add some bunting and fairy light strings. Should we put Christmas lights there too? I think so. I think they would look really cute right here. That's perfect! Okay, and now that we have most of the bedroom stuff done, let's do the hobby area. This is what I picked out so far. We have like an orange basketball and a piano and stuff. I also have this desk, which, yes, is birch wood. Again, like the closets. But the top of it is orange. Okay, now if I grab another type of desk, I know it's crazy to have different kinds, but listen, I want to put this one over here on this wall because this could be for like art stuff. I've got this easel that has like some orange on it. Oh, also, we should get an orange stool. This little paint set here that's like in an orange case. We have some cute cork boards. Oh, also, I have this little picture frame, which is cute. I don't like this picture though. Hold on, wait. Oh, no, nope. No. Oh, an orange frog! Oh, that's perfect. Then let's see. I want to have some music stuff so we can have a piano here, maybe a guitar by the window, and then I've got a basketball that we could just put on the floor. Then we could have a big bucket of orange paint. We can add a little desk easel with an orangey flower on there. Then we could have some watercolors and crayons. In this little lounge area, would it be weird to have another Christmas tree? Maybe so it doesn't take up too much space, we can add the smaller ones. Okay, now I want to have a little cozy couch situation, so we can have one here, another one here, then we can add some ottomans, a table with a lamp on it, some more carpet, and Christmas lights. Now that the top floor is decorated, the Garrett Cafe is officially done. Let's go on a tour. Ta-da! This place is so cute. I love the giant carrot. You can see the Christmas trees through the windows. Stop it, that's adorable. But okay, as we went through the Orange Carrot Cafe, this first floor, well, it's the cafe. So we have the little checkout area where you can order and buy your food. We have a lovely menu selection on this back wall full of carrots. We also have some coffee, possibly carrot flavored. Over here we have some seating with a couple of guests' orders on the tables. And then at the front of the cafe we have a lounge area. Behind this back cafe wall, this is where the kitchen is, where all the food is prepped and the dishes are washed. So we have a very large dish cleaning area. Then we have the prep station to make all the food, a stove to cook, of course. And then through this back door, we have the storage room. As we make our way upstairs, this is where the Carrot Cafe owner lives. So up here, actually in this little corner, I decided to put a little tree and sitting area because it was just kind of empty. But to the right over here, we have an orange bathroom. And then down this hallway, we have the living room and the kitchen. Over in the kitchen, we have a bunch of orange things, obviously, like some more carrots. And then in the living room, we have a bunch of Christmas lights, cozy places to sit, and the Christmas tree with presents. On the very top floor of the house, we have the bedroom where the shop owner sleeps. We've got bear plushies, sheep plushies, cat plushies, mushroom and snowman plushies. Across from the sleeping zone, we have a secondary lounge space with some couches and a lamp. Then over here, we have the hobby area. So we've got some crafting stuff with paints and books. And over on this side, we have some music. Today, I'm only allowed to build with the color yellow. So far, this Christmas village is looking pretty cute. We have a red house, an orange house, and today for the yellow house, I was thinking we could theme it around a star. While building this village, I'm trying to think of ideas beyond plain normal houses. Like, I want the builds to have other purposes because I feel like just having houses is kind of boring. So yes, we do have this Santa house, but it's got stables and stuff. The orange one is literally a carrot cafe. And for this starry yellow build, I think our village could use an inn. So this turned out a bit larger than I thought it would. So would this be considered a hotel? I think it could still be an inn. Honestly, maybe something in the middle. But anyway, welcome to the Starry Inn. Now people can visit and stay at the Christmas village. So here's the outside of the build. And obviously right now it's empty inside. But let me show you what it looks like and then we can decorate. Da-da-da. Okay, so when you first walk in, it's quite large. But I was thinking in the middle we can have our check-in counters. On the left over here, I want to have a kitchen and the dining hall. Then to the right, we can have a coffee bar and lounge. Now, as you can see, there are no staircases in this build, only ladders. So if people want to get up to their star rooms, they'll have to take the ladder. So basically, you go up this ladder and we have 4 rooms up here. So there's one here, and 2 on the other side. I thought it'd be fun if each room had a little balcony so they can look out into like the main area if they wanted to. Also, at the end of each hallway, we're gonna have a space for bathrooms. So we have this space and an identical one over on that end. Beyond the star rooms that we offer, you'll notice that there are 2 more ladders that lead us to the Shimmer Suites. So basically, these are just bigger rooms. So if you go up these ladders, there's this big room and it's the same thing over here. Starting with the downstairs, I think we should work on the check-in area. Oh, also, I went around and picked out some things and I want to use this basically everywhere. It's a bunch of stars and lights and just cute Christmassy things. And then this is some things I picked out for the check-in area. First of all, before we do anything, we must sort out our counter and Christmas tree placement. Obviously, I think counter should go in the middle, so maybe here, and then also on this side. Then I definitely want to have Christmas trees by, honestly, everywhere. So I want to have them in the front by the main entrance. Then we have to put them at this back entrance. Then I also want to put them in the middle between these ladders, but I was also thinking that we should figure out where we can put fireplaces. Now, I was looking around, and I know I mentioned we're going to have dining on this side and a lounge area on that side, but we do have these little, like, bumped out nook areas back here that I think we could use for other things. Originally, I thought it would be perfect for a fireplace here and another one on this side, but then I started to think about like hotels and inns and stuff, and I think we should have a gift shop, and here we can have a desk, like a mini office. And these front bump out areas, I think I also want to use them for other things, so that leaves us with putting fireplaces between the ladders. So let's see real quick, what would it look like if we did something like this? Okay, let's do the same thing over here. Oh, my chest is in the way. Uh-oh. Ah, my stuff. And then if I get where those little frames at, then we can pop down a campfire, add a bit of trim. We should probably add some more trim to this side too. And then back on the main side, we can add a mantle. No, you know what? That's actually nice. It's kind of cute. And now that that's sorted, I want to add more Christmas trees. So hold on. Can we put some more in the middle here, or maybe just one or two? Hold on, wait. What if we made them taller because they're the ones in the middle? Ooh, no, this is a Christmassy vibe. I like it. I was also thinking, I'm not gonna put these out yet, but technically, if we just took the top two pieces of these trees, we could make mini ones. Now on the rest of this front check-in area, I have a lot of random stuff. So first of all, we can have a register and a phone. Then we can add an office chair. I don't have a yellow one, so we'll have to use a white chair. I think a potted plant would be cute. And then I also have some office clutter, but maybe we could put that on the other side. So let's copy this with the register and the phone. But instead of the plant, we can have some office clutter. Look at that! It's like little Post-its and stuff. Oh, also I forgot that I picked out some notebooks, and I also have a lamp. Maybe we can put a lamp here, and then we could put a yellow notepad on this desk and a yellow notebook on this one. Behind each one of these desks, we could add a little garbage can. Then by the entrances, we can have some coat racks. And around every tree, we can add some presents. Cute. Okay, now that we have those main things down, it's time to add the star stuff. We've got hanging star lights, banners, little star strings, star decals, and some twinkly Christmas lights. Maybe those can go there on both sides. Little star lights. Then where could we put the blinking lights? Could we put them under here? Ooh. Stop, that's so cute, yes. Then maybe we could put banners closer to the entrances. And could we hang these like off of each other? Like, we can! We can make little starry, oh my gosh, that's so cute! How cute is that? Wait, no, seriously, that's so cute. This is totally giving Star Inn / hotel. Wow. Oh, and then you know what? These little decals we could put on the sides of the ladder. So I have these that glow, and then I also have these like little yellow stars. Stop it. Stop it right now. That's adorable. And you know what? Every single column is getting them. This is like the most festive check-in area I've ever seen in my life. Over on the lounge side of this bottom floor, I first want to add the coffee bar. So let's put a little counter like this. Do you think I should have put this against the wall instead? Hold on, wait a minute. Let's just move this over. That way it doesn't take up as much space. And we can add some cups in the front. Cute. You can kind of just like grab a little mug and then make your coffee. Wait. Coffee bar. Oh, that's so cute. I feel like on either side of this coffee bar, we should have mini Christmas trees. Look at this. Oh, and then you know what else I want to do? To fill up the empty space over the coffee bar sign, we can add more star garland. Stop it! This is literally so pretty. Now for the loungy part of this area, I picked out a couple of yellow sofas, but then I also feel like a lounge requires music. And what's the best instrument for that? A piano. Wait, this is perfect. Okay, I have this one, and then I have an upright. They both, I know, are white, but technically, their petals are yellow. Maybe around the piano, we can have some more mini Christmas trees. I cannot be stopped. It is too pretty. Okay, but besides this, let's put out our sofas. Maybe we can do 2 back to back like this, but I could put a little table in between them or something. I also want to have some single armchairs, so maybe we can have a little area in the corner here. Then I think some floor cushions would be cute, and some floor lamps. Hold on, I wanted to try to fit like, oh, okay, this works. A couple of these little loungy ottoman pieces. We can have some taller floor lamps on the ends of this middle section. And then maybe in the middle of this table, we could have a record player, a disposable coffee cup, and a mug. Now over this fireplace, I want to have a TV, and then above that, we can have a wreath. Then I was thinking, if I just grab some more of these tables and put them in the corners here, then we can have little fairy jars. Ah! Okay, well now that this section is pretty much done, we can make a mini office. Basically, I just want a place that has a computer and some books and stuff. So first I want to line this window with a bunch of yellow bookshelves. Then in the middle, we can add a desk. And then around this area, we can add some stacks of books. We can hang some more lanterns from the ceiling. And then we can add a chair. Over in the dining hall, I want to make the kitchen look like a grab-and-go kind of breakfast area, if that makes sense. So in a way, it is similar to the coffee bar on that side. On the counter, we can add some dishes and like little serving stuff. Then we can add a soda machine. I know that's kind of crazy for breakfast, but we can pretend that this is juice. Then we have some baked goods. In between, we can add some different cereals and a yellow lemon loaf. It would honestly be so cute if we did another letter sign, but obviously instead of coffee bar, it said breakfast. So we've got a coffee bar over there and a breakfast bar over here. Ta-da! And now in the rest of this space, we can sort out where the tables will go. On each one of these tables though, I do want to put like different food. So maybe this table could have some cereal. Here we can have a croissant. We can have a different yellow cereal on this table. Then back here we can have a coffee cup, a muffin, and a cinnamon roll. Now because this side is the main entrance, I think that in this little nook, we could have a gift shop. It's gonna be a small little gift shop, but we could put a little counter here with the register. Then we could have a sale sign, 25% off. We could add some of these clothing racks that have yellow clothing items on them. And then back here, we can have some sunglasses. I feel like over this little gift shop area, some of these banners would look cute. And then also for a little Christmas vibe, I know it's not yellow, but we can pretend that somebody's buying a snow globe. Would it also be cute to put a wreath in the front of this counter? Okay, wait, these ones are too big, so we can use the other ones. Wait a minute. Where did I put that? Oh, will this one work? Yeah, that's better. Now, I do feel that there is a lack of Christmas on this side of the room, so hold on. We must add more mini Christmas trees. Ta-da! And honestly, it might be cute to put some presents around here too. Hanging from the ceiling, I do want to add some more stacked lanterns. And then maybe in the corners, we can add some starlights. Wait a minute, I forgot that I wanted to put a big carpet in this area. Oh man, wait, hold on. Okay, that's kind of cute. Then I don't know if this is gonna look weird, but I think we should add some floor lamps. The very last thing that I want to add to this side of the room is a mini lounge. So we can just put a little sofa here. Then we can add some ottoman pieces, a couple of floor cushions, some more mini Christmas trees. And then to match the rest of the space, we can add banners to the windows. For the second floor star rooms, I think these are all gonna mostly be the same or pretty similar, so I won't force you to watch me decorate all of them. So I'm thinking in the middle of this room, we can add a big bed. Then on either side of the bed, we can have some yellow nightstands. Obviously, we're gonna need some table lamps, but I think a lamp on this side, a floor lamp in this corner, and on this nightstand, we could add a phone. I kind of forgot that I wanted to include an alarm clock, so maybe we can make a yellow dresser, and then on this dresser, we could have the alarm clock, another lamp, and the room key. Above these dressers, we could add a TV. Then maybe it's kind of funny to have a lamp here, so instead, we could have a picture frame. Now, because these are the star rooms and not the shimmer suites, these ones can get a mini Christmas tree, and on the wall by the TV, we can have a stocking. Wait, that reminds me. Hold on. We should put stockings on these fireplaces. Oh, cute. But okay, back upstairs. We definitely need some carpet to make this place feel a bit more cozy. So let's make sure to add some of that. I feel like we should definitely provide some bathrobes for all of the guests. And now we can decorate with fairy lights. Ta-da! Now for these bathrooms, we could technically make 2 in this one space. So if I kind of just cover up this window and make a little dividing wall, we can have one bathroom on this side and another on this side. So first of all, we can add a tub to both corners. Then next to each tub, we can have a toilet with some toilet paper. And then across from there, we can add the sinks. Obviously, we're also going to need a mirror. Then I did want to make a shower area too, but will that fit? Actually, we could do something like this, then just, put the shower thingy there. Then I want to have a little basket of towels. We could put towels on the walls. And next to each shower, we can add some more robes. You know, it would be really pretty. Because I had to put this wall up, we can add some more moon and star decals. Oh, and also we could put a little banner over each window. Well, now that the bathrooms and star rooms are decorated, it's time to decorate the star suites. Now, these are basically just bigger rooms, so we could have a king-size bed, a full-size Christmas tree. Then we can create a big fireplace on this wall. And on the mantle, we can hang some stockings. On top of the mantle, we could actually add this cute star. And then here, a wreath. Now on either side of this bed, we can add some end tables, one with a lamp and another with a phone. We're obviously gonna have to provide some more bathrobes. And then here, we can have a dresser. On this dresser, I want to add a fairy jar. Then we can have the room key and a snow globe. And actually, I almost forgot that I wanted to add a TV to this space. So let's move the wreath up by one more block, and then we can add a TV. From this window to this window, we can add some starlights. I definitely want to have some banners in this space. And on the floor, we can have some carpet and presents. Okay, now that all the rooms have been decorated, let's go on a tour. Welcome to the Star Inn Hotel. So here we have the outside. We have lots of starry windows. And here's what you see when you walk inside. So obviously first we have the check-in counter. So this is where you can get your room. It looks like somebody dropped their room key on the floor. But yeah, so here is like the main entrance area. We have a lot of Christmas trees, presents, and lights. To the right of the check-in counter, we have the coffee bar and lounge that obviously has coffee and a bunch of sofas to sit on. We have a TV. Over here, we have a little music area with a piano and some more seating in the corners. Then towards the back of this room, we have a little office set up. Across from the coffee and lounge area, we have the breakfast bar and dining hall. On the breakfast bar, we have lots of yummy pastries and cereals. On the tables, we have all the food that people picked out. In the back here, we have a smaller lounge area. And in the front, we have a gift shop. Once you've checked in and gotten your room key, you can head up these ladders to the star rooms. So I basically decorated all of these the same except for one thing. On this side, we have the beds without a canopy. And over on this side, we have beds with the canopies. On either end of this hallway, we do have identical bathrooms, so each side has 2 with a toilet, a tub, shower, and a sink. And then if you go upstairs one more time, you'll get to the Shimmer Suites. In the Shimmer Suites, we have the large king-size bed, a phone to call for room service, a full-size Christmas tree, a TV, and a fireplace. For today's build challenge, I'm only allowed to use the color green. In the previous yellow build video, I mentioned that I want to try to give each build a purpose besides just housing. So for this green build, I think it should be a Christmas tree farm. When I first thought about a green build, my mind did go to the Grinch, but I'm not really sure how to make that work. Maybe we can create like a little green Grinch cave as an Easter egg within the build, but for the main tree farm, I definitely want to make a bunch of trees outside. Obviously, we have to have some decorated trees. And for the house, it might be cute to make it a market. Ta-da! We have the Christmas tree farm building. We actually don't have any trees yet. Again, like this yellow build, this green one turned out a lot bigger than I was expecting it to, but it looks cool. Just like the orange build we did the other day, I really like the idea of a shop combined with a living area for the owner. So on this side, we have the main market shop where people can buy Christmas decor. And on this side, we have the home. I love this little connected piece in the middle. Do you want to see the inside? Come on, let me show ya. Okay, so basically you can go through this tiny little entrance there if you wanted to, but I think it's cool to go this way. So first, we have the house. I put up a little walls. It was a big building. Okay, it was kind of hard to figure out how to divide up the space, but I think this works. Yes, the stairs are kind of in the hallway, but it's how it had to be. Basically, we have 4 rooms down here, so 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where you could come in that other entrance. And then we have stairs. And these stairs lead you up to the 2nd floor where you'll notice we have some ladders, and the ladders will take you to a balcony, like a little baby loft area. Then across from the stairs, we have this area. I feel like this is the perfect place for a giant Christmas tree. Also, like cozy couches and stuff. It's got the vibes. Also, did you notice? Look, I made a Christmas tree shaped window right here. And then we have another one up here. And then across this bridge, there's another Christmas tree window on the top floor of the market. Now, since we've already crossed over onto this side, we can go down to the 1st floor of the market by taking these ladders. Ta-da! What should we work on first? The house, the market, or the farm? House, market, farm. House? Market? Farm? You know what? I think I want to do the farm. And you know why? Look at what I found. Okay, so yes, I have a green Christmas tree. This makes me so happy when it's literally the color that I need it to be. Oh, it's so pretty. It's the perfect color green because it literally matches the house. Also, do you see this? I must have known that I've had this, but forgot. We have the same adorable Christmas trees without anything on them. So this could just be like the ones growing outside for the farm. It's literally so perfect. But okay, so what I was thinking was we could put a couple of decorated trees out in the front, but I want people to walk through this like outside hallway to get to the farm. So basically all of the undecorated trees will be in the back here. I just feel like that makes sense because it makes the area like a whole experience, so people can come by the market to shop and then they walk on through to pick out their Christmas trees. I want this to kind of be natural, like they're growing in a farm, yes, but it's not super, you know, symmetrical. Like there's variation. What do we think about this? I know it's just the bottoms, but this is just for placement planning. I think it's good. If you close your eyes from far away, these kind of look like lily pads. But okay, let's make our trees tall. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. All these trees are currently the same height. We should probably change that. Hold on. We could have like a little sprout. We could have some baby trees. Maybe break this off to make this a super tall tree. Yeah, that's better. Okay, well, now that we have all of our trees in the back, in the front, we can have some decorated trees. For the rest of the outside, I could add some candy canes. With some dotted blocks, we can make some blocky candy canes. And then we also have these. Now, don't think I forgot about our Grinch Easter egg. If we go into the tree farm and look to the right, there was a cave. I thought this would be the perfect spot for a little baby Grinch cave. So let's see if we have anything to fit the Grinch vibe. Obviously, we're gonna need like trash. Oh my gosh, look. We got trash. The Grinch literally lives in a giant pile of garbage, so this makes sense. But we also need green stuff. What is green that we could use for the Grinch? Okay, I found some stuff. The first thing I want to do is add a bit of this cute checker printed carpet to the ground, and then in the middle of that, we can have his bed. Ta-da! Now he does have like a little lounge chair, so maybe we could put that here. Should we add the stool too, like a little footrest? Yeah. Okay, and now we have to put some trash around. Trash. Trash. Oh my gosh, it's a little trash bag. It's so cute. Oh, don't we have like scattered papers and stuff? I almost forgot. Yeah, we could put these on the floor. Like a big mess. Now, I did pick out a couple of Christmassy things because he eventually does love Christmas. But before we add the pretty stuff, I want to add a couple more glass bottles because he literally eats them. He eats glass. Oh, and you know what would be perfect? Let's put another stone block right there. That way we can display this turkey platter and pretend that it's the roast beef that he stole. Over his bed, we can combine some fairy lights and Christmas garland. Hey, why did I do that? I want to combine like this. Oh, wait, that's cute. Ah! It's melting the ice! I didn't think about that. Okay, not too much damage. The melted ice only got rid of the stool. And I think a bottle. Ah! No fairy lights. Bad. Okay, well, we can just do the garland. That's fine. There. I also did pick out this green ornament. Oh, that's cute. We can hang this around. And even though this is a Christmas deer decoration, I think it kind of looks like his dog Max. So this is gonna be our little Christmas store that sells all kinds of Christmas decorations, which I think is really cute. Like, you know, those cute Christmas markets you go to find ornaments and stuff. The amount of green Christmas decor I found within all of my mods, it's kind of insane. I have 2 chests full of stuff. Do you see this? Like, hello? I feel like because the base Christmas tree is green, regardless of whatever color lights are on it, it counts. We have to figure out how to display all these Christmas trees now. Oh, before we do that though, we need like a checkout counter. Should we just put it here? Yeah, that's not bad. We'll just have 2 registers. And we should probably have something by the farm too. So let's also put a counter here. That way people don't have to go inside if they don't want to pay for their outside Christmas trees. But okay, now that that's sorted, we can display all the trees. I love these trees so much. I think my favorites out of all the options are the multicolored and the purple ones. So I think those should be front and center. We could put a multicolored Christmas tree on this side. And then over here, we can have the purple one. Ah, they're so pretty. Oh my goodness, look at them. Now we have 4 other colors, so green, red, yellow, and blue. I'm thinking we put the green over here by the window. I want to put the blue next to the purple. And because there's other stuff I want to put in this bottom room besides just Christmas trees, I'm going to put the other 2 upstairs so that there's more space. So we could put the yellow one here and the red one on this side. Besides Christmas trees, I found baked goods, plants, garland, presents, stockings, literally so many things. I feel like we should have some tables of stuff, so I want to put a big table in the middle right here. Wait, wouldn't this table be so cute for a gift wrapping station? I have so many cute presents that I want to display, so we can just pretend like maybe these are the options to get your gifts wrapped. Look at all this. I think I also have some other presents that are larger too. Yeah, let's put this like that. Oh, it's giant, and it's got Christmas trees on it. Oh my gosh, this present could be like our signature Christmas tree farm wrapping paper. I literally have 4 different green Christmas stockings. So we definitely have to have a stocking section, and I think they might look cute just like along this window. Wait, that is cute. We should do the same thing over on this side. On these shelves, we can display our snow globe collection. If we adjust these shelves a little bit, We could hang some mistletoe. Oh, and then I also have like lawn decorations. So we have this little snowman guy and the creeper snowman. And before I forget, I want to add this cute block to the floor. I love that. Now I do have a bunch of garland and fairy lights and banners that I picked out, but I feel like most of those should go upstairs. But even though they're gonna be displayed upstairs, that doesn't mean we can't have some just to be pretty downstairs. This wall needs something. Yep, that's what it needed. Okay, cute. Oh, I almost forgot. In like our little lawn decor section, we could totally add some candy canes. But okay, now that this bottom floor is pretty filled out, let's work on the top floor. Okay, now where could the wreaths go? How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? I have 7 wreaths. Okay, maybe if I get rid of one of the wreaths, then we can have 3 on this side of the tree and 3 more on this side of the tree. I think that could work, and we could do it on both sides. So we have one with pine cones, a twinkling rainbow light wreath. We have a white light wreath, a wreath with colorful ornaments on it. We have one with silver and gold ornaments, and a more natural wreath. Now that I'm looking at this space, I think these little tinsel things I have, oh my gosh, wait, they'd be perfect here. Wait, why doesn't this have stuff on it? Hello? In my hand, these have ornaments on them. Are they broken? Oh, no, okay, this one works. We've got pine cones. Oh no, the ones with ornaments don't have ornaments on them. Oh my gosh. Well, okay, I guess we're not using these. Well, you know, we could just use some to have plain. That's fine. Now, I mentioned that I wanted the baked goods up here. So in the middle, we can have a display table. And on that table, we can have some Yule logs, a gingerbread cake, and a wreath cake. Hello? Oh my gosh, a customer! Hello, sir. I think he likes our wrapping paper. But okay, I will leave him to browse the merchandise. Because up here, we have more stuff to add. We have Christmas lights, fairy lights, tinsel. I think in front of this big window, we can display all the plants. So we have the rainbow trees, the white light Christmas trees. Then we have pink poinsettias, white poinsettias, and red. Now, I'm thinking across the room, we could probably hang all the garland and stuff. So from here to here, we can have these lights. Then on this side, we can have the darker green lights. Then here, we can have some tinsel. Here, we can have the lime tinsel. Maybe we should move this over. Hold on, wait. There we go. In the middle, we can have the Christmas garland. And then maybe a little bit lower and underneath all those, we can have some banners. I do also want to put some more Christmas lights up here, so we could do this. Then we can display the plain Christmas lights that don't blink. And on the floor up here, I think we should add some carpet. Now, is there anything else that I'm missing? Oh, wait. This sled, this Merry Christmas sign, and this green garland with ornaments on it. Maybe we could put sleds on either side of the trees. That's cute. Then the Merry Christmas sign. Technically, we could put that here. That kind of looks weird. Wait, no. Can we put this downstairs? Yeah, wait, let's put this on here. Have you found what you're looking for? Do you want a snow globe? Or a decoration for your lawn? You're standing under the mistletoe, which is interesting. I'm gonna leave. Let's just check these chests to see if we missed anything. Wait, these ornaments, these paper lanterns, and the tree doormat. Wait, and these, hold on. There's a few things I forgot. These are technically part of the lawn decoration category. Oh, wait, that's big. It's gonna block my tree. Hold on, we'll put it here. And then honestly, we could just move these trees over by a few blocks. Aw, I actually like this better. But okay, the doormats. We must have lots of doormats because trees. Then I honestly don't know what to do with these ornaments. There we go. Then hanging from the ceiling, I wanted to layer these lanterns. Oh, that's so fun. Well, now that the Christmas market is done, we can decorate the shop owner's house. Now, all of these rooms are the exact same size and also have these windows, which makes placing things a little awkward. Like, the windows look really cute from the outside, so we had to have those. But from an inside layout design standpoint, these rooms might be a little weird. Starting with the kitchen here, you know what? We could fit an island. I think we could. A small one. Now, let's see. This is so weird. Let's make this the stove area. And what if we just covered this bottom window and we pretended it didn't exist? That way we can have a double sink and it's not as awkward. Hold on, should this go the other way then? It's not the worst. It's definitely different. Okay, and then cabinets can go here. Now, I did find some appliances that are mint. I know right now these look blue, but if I type in toaster, you can see that there is a blue toaster and this is like slightly more of a bluish green. So we're using it. Oh, also, hold on. Dishwasher and then fridge. It totally looks blue when you compare it to like lime green, but it is not blue. It's green blue. Okay, dishes by the dishwasher. By the stove, let's have a mixer and a blender. By the fridge, we can have a toaster. And on this side, we can have an espresso machine. I also have a little water bottle cup. Oh wait, we need stools for the island. There we go. Would it be fun to do a checkered floor in here? I love doing that. Hold on. That's fun. We do have some pendant lights that we can hang over this island. It's a very tall ceiling, so I unfortunately have to add these like a million times, which looks funny when you do more than two, but I don't know what else to use. Ta-da! Oh, would it be cool to do that? I like turned the island a bit. Mostly, I just want some more counter space so we can have some creeper cereal, a sandwich, and some boba. Would it be weird to add a mini Christmas tree on top of the cabinets? You know what? It's kind of fun. Across from the kitchen, I think this should be the dining room, so obviously, we need a table. Is it too much if I do a checkered floor and a checkered table? I didn't think about that until just now. Hold on. Well, it's a choice. Let's see our chair options. Okay, so like we could add these armchairs. We also have this, it's a bamboo chair. And then I also have the diner chairs. But in the diner chairs, I have two colors of green and we could alternate them and it kind of looks festive. Hold on, I think the table's too big. Okay, this is cute, it's not bad. The only thing with making the table smaller is we can't fit as much stuff on it. Okay, it's fine. I don't even know if I have that much green food besides what I already put in the kitchen. Wait, doesn't the turkey have green stuff on it? It totally does. Okay, that's perfect. It's like a Christmas dinner. Okay, wait, this is a matcha roll, but it's green and red and looks like Christmas. Look at that! Wait, that's really cute. Okay, and then honestly, in these other spaces, we could just add some mugs. Okay, now over this dining table, I want to layer more lanterns again. And with some green banners, we can add curtains to the windows. You know what? For a small space, this is actually looking pretty good. Now, is there anything else green that suits a dining room that we could add? Lamp. Lamp. And here? Candles. Now for the bathroom, because this is our largest wall, I think that's where the sink should go. I feel like we might need some more counters in this space, but should I just close up the wall? I feel like maybe we should just get rid of this. Okay, that changes things. Wait, everything that I just did. No! If this is the new layout, then we can do double sink, larger vanity by this window. The tub shower could go in this corner, and then the toilet could go here. I want to have like a little counter in between, and maybe we actually put this in the corner because I just want like space to put other things. So let's put these mirrors back, put our toothbrushes back on the counter, our shower door back together, add our shower head and all the stuff. I just want like a lot of baskets for towels, and then we can also display like towels that aren't in baskets. By the sinks over here, we could have a dark green hand towel and a light green hand towel. Then we can add some carpet to the floor, and then we can add a robe. Now, is it possible to fit a Christmas tree in this bathroom? I mean, Maybe a little one. Then over the sinks, we could have some fairy lights. And on this wall, we can add some Christmas lights. The last room down on this first floor is gonna be a bedroom. And actually, you know what? Now that I blocked off that wall to the bathroom, we can make this under the stairs area a closet. I know I don't have literal green cabinetry, but we could pick out some stuff that has green on it. Okay, so we should probably have a mirror in the middle. This tall closet, this tall closet. We could put this on either side. Maybe on top we could have the shoes. I don't know how I feel about this mirror actually. Maybe we could fill up this wall right here and put the mirror in the corner. We could add some drawers. I do also have this though. Yeah, we'll put that in the middle with maybe another shoe on top. Also, would it be better to just not have those tall, solid doors? Honestly, yeah, we don't need doors. Now, I do obviously want to add some fairy lights in here, and we can even add a bit of carpet. Okay, well, now that we have a cute closet for the bedroom, I'm thinking the bed's gonna have to go on this wall. So let's grab some dotted green blocks to use as a headboard for our lime green bed. I definitely want to add some more of this checkered printed block to the floor. Then we could put a couple of dressers on either side of this window. We could put a small Christmas tree in this corner. Then I definitely want to have a lamp. We could have a snow globe with a Christmas tree. Maybe some Merry Christmas signs. We could put some presents on the floor by the tree. Then we can add some green plushies. Wait, but first I want to put an alarm clock down. Then we can have our creeper plushie, a little slime guy, our sniffer, there's a turtle, and a little zombie guy. Wait, we need the sheep. Ta-da! Now for the second floor of this house, this room is kind of awkward. So what I was thinking was that it could kind of just be maybe like a giant fireplace library kind of vibe, because this is the main living room. This is like the great room where the big tree is gonna go. We'll have like couches and stuff. So because they're basically connected with such a wide opening, we could put a fireplace on this side and have some cozy spots to read. Okay, there's no middle. Is there 1, 2, 3, 4? No, it's even blocks. Okay, so we'll have a double wide fireplace. Then we could just add the campfires, a little ledge to hide the logs, and here we can have the mantle. Okay, so the only problem with like an even number fireplace, we won't be able to put like a wreath in the middle of it, but you know what we can? Put the Merry Christmas sign! That's actually perfect. Now, before we decorate anything else, let's figure out where our books will go. We have green bookshelves? Wait, stop, look. We have this too. Whoa. These are interesting bookshelves. Now, if we wanted to, I do have framed bookshelves. It's basically my bookshelf texture, but with a frame that you could put any block. So like if we were to grab a green plank, we could color the edges so that they're green. I kind of like this side better. Okay. Let's put a desk on either side of the fireplace. Then on this side of the room, we can have some sofas. You know what? We could put 2 smaller like single chairs in front of the fireplace. And then in the rest of the space, we can spam books and fairy lights. Whoa, that's not what I thought that looked like. I like that. Okay, that's cool. We could put those bookshelves there. Then we could have stacks of books around. Smaller book stacks, taller book stacks, open books. Then because the little loft above this area is so long, it might be cool to like do, you know what I mean? And then wait, the same thing with banners. Ba-da, 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 ba-da. Oh, wait, with these little Christmas lights, we could add them here. And even though this is not the main room where the Christmas tree goes, we could just add some baby trees. I honestly think some more of these lanterns would look cute above this stairway. And now, we can decorate the upstairs loft. Now, I was trying to think of what to do with this space, and honestly, I think it should be a second bedroom. So, okay, since I already have these lamps, we're adding more because I'm obsessed and I can't stop doing this. So for this bedroom, we're obviously gonna put the bed by the Christmas tree window. Then we can have some nightstands on either sides with lamps on it. Let's just grab those and put them here. Now for like hobby stuff in this space, I was thinking because there's such a big library, maybe the person staying in this room is a writer. I want to see if we can do something with this. Drawer, drawer, little trapdoor, and this green block. Honestly, that's pretty close. Okay, and basically, we've got some books. We have a typewriter and a notebook. So we could put this here, little notebook there. Then we could have some stacks of books. And maybe we can use this fancy armchair. Oh, that's cute. Maybe we could do the same thing over here, but instead of another desk on this side, we could have a mini Christmas tree. We could add some Merry Christmas signs. Then we can add some presents, some carpet. Maybe we can have some more books by the bed, and a sheep plushie. But okay, now that this bedroom has been decorated, it's time for the main event, the grand living room. Oh, this is gonna be so cute. Hopefully our trees don't look too small in this space. Obviously, we're using the green tree because we have to. It actually does look kind of small. Do you think that there's a way to like double this up? So, no. I think we're gonna have to build one. This might be better. If we wanted to, we could kind of like texture it a little bit with like different colored green blocks. Oh, and wait, I totally have a tree topper star. Ta-da! Oh my gosh, cute. So let's see. We could put these on the tree. Here's some darker green ones. And then we can add some of these. Ta-da! That's actually not bad. You know, because we built this, we actually have a lot of space to put stuff underneath the tree. So first of all, we can have a tree skirt. And now we can fill the area with presents and toys. Okay, so here we can have a big present. Then we could put another big one over here. Then we can add some smaller green boxes, some blue boxes with green ribbon. Then we also have these grouped presents and also these. Okay, now that we have a decent amount of wrapped gifts, I want to add a train set on the floor. Then we can have a teddy bear, a little horse. Then we have an octopus plushie, a little creeper plushie, and over here we can have a sniffer. But okay, we need like lights and banners and more lights. Should we put these like, oh my gosh, wait. Like this. Fun. Then I want some banners hung across the room, and then we could even put more this way. Now that we have all this stuff, we should probably add the couches for the living room. So, this is cute. Okay, so we'll have a big sectional on that side, a big one on this side. I think more of this checkered block would be really cute. Then we can add some cozy floor cushions. We could put some tables in these back corners for lamps. And maybe in the middle of the space, we can add some more carpet. Okay, well, now that everything's finally been decorated, let's go on a tour. Welcome to the Green Christmas Tree Farm and Christmas Market. So obviously, this is the outside of the build. We have the market on the right, the shop owner's house on the left. In the front, we have some decorated Christmas trees and candy canes. And as we walk between the buildings, you'll get to the Christmas Tree Farm. We've got baby trees, big trees, medium trees. And if you wander through the farm in a certain direction, you will find the Grinch Cave. Look at all this Oh, the deer light melted by ice. Oh man. Oh man. There we go. That's the second time that happened. But okay, yeah, so this is the Grinch Cave. He's got trash everywhere and papers and bottles. We have his bed, some garland and ornaments. This is his dog Max. And we have the roast beast that he stole. If we leave the Grinch Cave and go back down this middle hallway, to the left we have the market. This is so cute. We've got a gift wrapping station, tons of Christmas trees to pick from. We have like literal lawn ornaments for like the outside of your house. There's stockings of various designs. Then we have ornaments. We've got mistletoe, a bunch of snow globes, and someone by the checkout counter is buying a tree topper. On the second floor of this store, there's more merchandise to buy, like some baked Christmas goods. We've got sleds, more trees, a bunch of wreaths, literally so many kinds. Then we have garland, tinsel and bunting, and Christmas lights. Technically, we could just walk to the house from the store across this little connected bridge, but I want to go through the downstairs. So when you enter this house, on the left, we have this little green Christmas kitchen. I found some crepe cereal. We've got some boba. And we also have these really pretty mint green appliances. They're not blue, they're mint. So it's bluish green. Across from the kitchen, we have the dining room with cute little ornament wallpaper. We've got little flower wreath shelves. We have this super cute matcha roll that totally looks like a Christmas dessert. Then we have the festive table, a lamp, and candles. Across from this room, we have the bathroom, which is just a bathroom. I feel like I mostly do them all the same. We've got a big vanity with some towels, mirrors, and toothbrushes. Obviously, because this is a Christmas house, we do have a mini Christmas tree in the bathroom. But then we've got robes, a shower, toilet, and towels. Around the stairs and back towards the front, we have our first bedroom with lots of green plushies. Got presents on this shelf, snow globes, alarm clocks. Obviously, we have a Christmas tree in here. And through this opening, we have a closet. As we go upstairs, we get to the larger rooms. This one that we're currently in is the library with lots of books. Right above this giant library, we have a second bedroom. In this bedroom, we have a desk with a typewriter and a notebook. We have stacks of other books, even more by the bed, a sheep plushie, and a Christmas tree. The final room in this greenhouse is the grand living room. Is very festive in here. We have a big self-built Christmas tree because our modded ones were just slightly too small. But I think it looks great. We have like lights and ornaments on there and they're all green. Under the tree, we have like 1,000 presents and toys. And on either side of the tree, we have cozy lounge areas. Minecraft, but I can only build with the color blue in my Christmas village. This is actually looking so cute so far. I can't believe we're already on the 5th house. For this blue build, I definitely want to do an ice theme, but I feel like building an ice castle wouldn't really match the cozy Christmas village. So instead of that, we could add an ice cream shop. Now I know people don't normally eat ice cream in the winter, or when there's literal snow on the ground, but with the magic of Christmas, we can pretend that the ice cream is warm. Even though I said I'm not building an ice castle, I do still want this build to have an icy winter icicle vibe. I've also been getting a lot of amazing inspo online for fun ways to stack shapes in builds, so for this one, we're gonna combine some rectangles and circles. Look at this. Is it giving you an ice vibe? I think it looks icy. To make it more icy though, look at what I have. It's a literal icicle. I thought it might be fun to add these by the windows. So we've got this larger icicle. We have this like skinny icicle. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. This actually doesn't... I need to put this here. And then I could do this. Ta-da! Oh my gosh. Wait, no, I love it. Okay, well, as you already saw, this is the outside of our blue ice house. Like the greenhouse, the right side of this build is for the ice cream shop, and the left side is for the person that lives here. So if you go through this main entrance on the house side of the build, this is gonna be like a little front sitting room. Then I figured this area could be the kitchen, and this could be a bathroom. Now, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. As you can see, I do have some holes in the ceilings because I want to put ladders up to the second floor. I did try to build stairs in this space, but it was just taking up too much space. So instead of stairs, we're gonna add ladders. And when we put the ladders here, this is the second floor. I added a lot of blue glass to kind of make it feel more icy, but it also lets the light through because this build for some reason was very dark. But anyway, on the left, we're gonna have a bedroom, and on the right, we're gonna have a living room. Now, you can access part of the ice cream shop through this hallway, but let's go downstairs. So this is the ice cream shop side of the build. The inside is round like a scoop of ice cream. So we'll have space here for some ice cream and stuff, and then a little space over here for a Christmas tree. Then if we go up these stairs, this is the second floor to the ice cream shop that we can put some more tables and stuff at. And there's even a third floor. I really want to start decorating with the ice cream shop because look at the stuff I found. Do you see all the stuff, all the ice cream stuff? It's a lot. And also I added a mod that does, oh my gosh, wait, can we try it right now? Look, there's a cauldron. We can get some powdered snow. We can get some syrup and a villager. Uh-huh, you heard me. Okay, look, if we put a cauldron down and add the snow and then add some syrup, we can make ice cream. And then can we scoop it with this? Look what's in my hand. This is amazing. Okay, and then look, if I put a villager in here. He's a little ice cream man. Look at him. Look at his outfit. You're beautiful. Okay, we're gonna have to kill him. For now though. I'm sorry. I have to decorate first. He'll be back. Okay, for real though, this mod is so cool. Look at how many different ice cream flavors we can make with that. There's honey, caramel, melon, sweet berry, chorus, vanilla, and chocolate. I also have, hold on, wait. Okay, there's this fancy ice cream mod that I got. The gelato galore mod. And finally, the simple ice creams mod. Okay, now I know not all these ice creams are blue, and I'm just gonna let myself use them because they're really cute and we should have a lot of flavors. But okay, one of the very first things I want to do is set up the behind the counter kitchen area. But like, it's not a kitchen because it's an ice cream store. So we can add a sink to the middle here along with some counters with drawers. So maybe 2 blocks away, we can add these. Actually, I have an idea. I kind of want to like wrap this section like this. Maybe we have a register in the middle. And then how many ice cream displays do we have? We have 4. So we could just put 2 of these here. Like an actual like ordering ice cream counter. Wait, stop. This is so cute. Maybe we should do 2 registers like this. Okay. And now we have different ice cream displays. Oh, and there's also, wait, why is this pie slices? I did not mean to put that in this chest. Wait, I don't want pie. I want ice pop. There's 3. Oh, there's 3 each. We make the counter wider. Look at this. We can have this ice cream. Oh my gosh, there's chocolate chip cookies in there. We have this ice cream. We have this ice cream. And then we have these ice pops. These ice pops. And these ice pops. Stop! Wait, it's so cute. I love these. I love these so much. I just got another idea. What if this downstairs area is just for ice cream? So we could have these on display twice. And then on the second floor, we can have the ice pops because this is literally a 3-tiered ice cream shop. Okay, so let's build a counter like this. Then we can put the ice pops on display right in the middle. And on either end of the ice pops, we can have some registers. Oh, I love that. Oh, it's so dark in this part of the, there's no windows here. Can I make a window here? Is it possible? Are we outside? We are. Perfect. I do have Minecraft invisible lights on me though, so hold on. We can make this even better looking. That's better. But okay, I just got so distracted with that idea. We have to finish the downstairs first. I actually do kind of feel like this should come out more because we have to fit some stuff. I think actually that's a good idea because I have these jars. Yes, I know this says seeds. Ignore that. This says sugar. I mean, that makes sense. This says cookies and that makes sense too. But I want to display ingredients for like ice cream toppings and stuff. We could just add these jars back here. Let's put refrigerators on the very ends of these counters. Then we have to have blenders for mixing up milkshakes. Do you think it would be cool to make icicles hanging from the ceiling? I know I have the modded ones that we hung outside the house, but I do have frosted glass. And this totally looks like ice. Is that cool? I'm gonna let that idea simmer. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I do know that I want a menu on this back wall full of like a ton of ice cream flavors though, so this one might have to go. With some blue planks, we can turn our item frames blue, and now we can pick out which ice cream to display. Chocolate, chorus, cookie, apple, plain, cake, glowberries, magma, enchanted golden apple ice cream, regular golden apple ice cream, and then we also have the sweet berries ice cream and rotten ice cream. I don't know who's ordering that, but it's not me. I kind of feel like I might have added too many item frames. I mostly just wanted that open space on the wall because I want to add a banner that says ice cream shop. Cute. Okay, the shop idea doesn't really work, but we don't We don't need the word shop. What we do need, though, is fairy lights with how dark it is in this build. If we want to go real ice themey, I do have icicle lights. But then I did also make some regular blue and white fairy lights. I kind of like these here. Do we want to combine? No, that blocks the menu. Okay, just kidding. Maybe upstairs by the ice pop section. Oh yeah, that's cute. Even though white is technically allowed by my rules. I feel like we should have the blue icicle lights. For some more lighting, I do have these lantern lights. They kind of look like scoops of ice cream. Oh, you know what else might be kind of cute to just make the walls look less boring? Wait, that's so cute! It also kind of gives a candy cane vibe. I think I might not be really liking the frosted glass icicle things I did because of the color. We do have these, which actually match the walls a bit better. You know what? These are better, but I think it's only because they're less noticeable now. It's fine. Okay, now looking at this, I feel like we should add some more banners to the sides. And now that we have this ordering station done, we can set up some tables. I totally forgot that I wanted to... Oh my gosh, wait. I forgot that I picked out these stools with the intention of making an ice cream bar. I guess technically we could put that here. Like a mini ice cream bar. Okay, on the sides, we can have our stools. Let's try to fit 3 tables in this main room. We can actually bring this one back a little bit. Wait, if I have 3 different shades of blue stools, we can totally grab the matching tables. We're mixing and matching. Oh my gosh, cute. And would it be weird to add some carpet? Because I want to add some carpet. I just think we could use some more blue on the floor over here. And also in the back by the prep station. Now, something that's really exciting. Okay, wait. Okay, hold on. We have these ice creams, right? But we also have stands. You know what this means? We can literally put our ice cream on display. How cute is that? We got a little chocolate chip ice cream, a little chocolate ice cream. Oh my gosh, it's adorable. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about our ice cream man. Wait. Where can we put this? Maybe right here. Okay, wait, look. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Powder snow, powder snow, powder snow. Powder snow, powder snow, powder snow. Berry, chorus, melon, caramel, chocolate, vanilla. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Okay, wait, and then Mr. Villager Man. Welcome back. Oh, look at him in his little outfit. Oh my gosh, wait, I totally forgot that I have a scooper and a jar of sprinkles. Hold on. I can't actually place these items, so maybe we can just add an item frame for our scooper and another item frame for our sprinkles. Now, for some reason, I can't put these stands on these tables. Like, it won't let me, but I do have a banana split. So maybe we could put these here? We can! Okay, perfect. I definitely do feel like we should layer some more lamps in this space. And now that we have this side of the room done, we can add a Christmas tree. I know this is an ice cream shop, but it's taking place in my Christmas village, so it has to have a Christmas tree. Ta-da! We could probably fit a few more tables there too, honestly. I don't really know what to do with this under the stairs bit, so I think I might just block it off. Then surrounding the Christmas tree, we can add some presents. Now I definitely want to have some more fairy lights in this area. Maybe some more lanterns. Then I definitely want to add some blue banners as curtains by the windows. Oh, and we have to add more ice cream. Oh, I forgot that I had blue versions of these wall decals. Well, now that the bottom floor of the store is mostly done, let's go finish the top 2. So on the second floor of our ice cream store, we have the ice pops. So maybe with some letter bunting, we can have a sign that says ice pops. Cute. Then we can have a candy cane here. A candy cane here. I want to put more wool in front of the counter. And we should probably have a counter in the back by the window too. Do you think we could fit a couple of tiny tables up here? So table, 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 and then we'll mix and match some stools. I love this. Do I have like ice pops? Singular, just the lamp. Now I know this is pink, but I wanna use it. Because this is the ice pop counter. And like, you can't just not use the ice pop light. It's literally perfect. How did I forget about the twinkly Christmas lights? Oh my gosh. Excuse me while I go add these everywhere. And now that that's done, we can work on the last floor. Now this is also pretty small, like the section below us. So we could probably only fit a couple of tables. So one can go here, another by this window. And I think we can squeeze a third table here. I definitely feel like we should add some fairy lights up here. Then we can add some banners by the windows. And we can also add some candy canes. Now to make this a little bit more cozy, we should add a bit of carpet. And now that this top floor is done, we can decorate the house. Starting with this front sitting room, I think I want to do 2 couches facing each other. That way when you walk in, like you're not blocked by couches. Then I want to see if end tables would work, or would it be too much? I did also want to put some little like dresser drawers behind the couches. So like maybe if we don't want these for lamps, we could just put a lamp back there. Now on this little table, we could also have a record player. Then I did pick out a picture frame. Oh, and I also found these blue books that I thought would work because it's a blue house. Technically, they're sketchbooks, but we could pretend that they're not. Do I have other books that are blue? There's a blue in this pile. Now, I did want to fit a Christmas tree in this room, even though it's the sitting room and not like the main living room. So should we do 2? And then we should hang like some like lights and stuff connecting across the room. Yes. And then on these side walls, we can make a little ornament pattern. Now, I did want to add a couple of banners in this space. That's kind of fun. It kind of makes us look awkward though, so maybe we could just have this go all the way across. For floor cushions, we could put one here, another one. That's a piece of glass. Another one here. And then I did pick out carpet and wool to mix together. So let's break the floor a bit, then add a couple of different wool colors. Then on top, we can add some carpets to add in some texture. Now, do we have a blue floor lamp? No, I feel like we can get away with the silver one though. So maybe we could put this here. Now maybe by these furniture pieces, we can add a couple of plants. And for a final touch, I want to add some more icicles. Ta-da! For the kitchen, I thought it'd be fun to put the kitchen stuff on this side and have a little breakfast nook / dining table on the other side. So first for the kitchen, we could add a sink, drawers, and cabinets. We definitely have space for an island in this kitchen, so we could put a small one here with some stools in the front. We're obviously gonna need a couple of appliances, so I think we should put a dishwasher here, a stove over here, then we can add a range hood and a drying rack. Then because there's a ladder there, I want to put the fridge over here, and over on this side we can have the mixer. We could put this lamp here, then we could turn them on. Whoa, they look purple when they're lit. Why? Hold on, wait, I also have this light blue one. Okay, well, it stayed blue, so I guess we'll use those. I definitely want to add some more icicles. I actually think I want to add them to every single room because this is the ice house. Put some little ice spikes over here, little icicle spikes over here. Probably dangerous. You know, this is not ideal for a house, but it's okay. Obviously, back here, we're gonna add some more fairy lights. Probably bunting too. I just love mixing these together. Okay, and then over here, I picked out this table because I feel like it suits the space the best. Then I do want to add another Christmas tree because I can't be stopped. And then I found a bunch of blue stuff, like food for the kitchen. We have some cereal. We have this cute little blueberry jello. We also have a blueberry loaf cake. And then I figured we could use this little boba tea because it has a blue straw. And then we can also display a piece of blueberry pie. Now, unfortunately, this wall is shared with the ice cream shop and I can't put a window there. So we can just decorate this wall with some more Christmas ornaments. Then we can add some carpet by the sink. And now we can work on the bathroom. Now this bathroom is actually kind of big, so we could totally fit like a giant double vanity on this wall. Then recently I've been using a DecoCraft bathtub for my bathrooms, but I totally forgot that the Mr. Crayfish furniture mod tub literally turns on. Look at how cute that is. I also forgot that the sinks do that too. Are you kidding me? I love interactive stuff. But okay, I think this tub should go here. A toilet should go here. We could add a shower to this wall with a shower caddy that has blue bottles on it. I also found this bar of soap, and I thought it was funny because there's blue like water on the ground. I definitely want to add a little dark blue and light blue checkered glass door. Then honestly, I think that this could be like a double bathroom. Like, I know it's weird that there's no walls, but we could have like a shower tub toilet combo on either side. Listen, I understand it might be weird, but it's fine. In between these two sinks, we can add some blue bathroom clutter. Then we could put a dark blue towel here, a light blue towel here, and then the same thing on this side, because I also have some regular folded towels that we can add on the vanity. Mirror number 1, mirror number 2. Isn't this the back of the house? We could totally like add a window back there. Then I think I want to grab a slab to put over the toilets. That way we can have some stacks of toilet paper. In the rest of the space, we could add some bathrobes. We could put some Christmas lights by the windows. And then we can add some carpet. For this upstairs living room, because the ceilings are so tall, should we build another Christmas tree like we did in the greenhouse? I kind of feel like it would be cool if we used the frosted glass to make like an ice Christmas tree. Whoa! Wait, this is so cool! It's an ice tree. Then wait, we could grab some blue fairy lights and some white fairy lights and scatter them around the tree. This is very cute. I do feel like we need a little light icy blue tree skirt around the base. And maybe in this room we can have the icicle lights. Oh, yep. Oh, that's pretty. I do want to use some more light blue banners for curtains on the windows. We could put a candy cane over here, a candy cane over here, and now we should probably add some couches. Now downstairs in the seating room, I used a dark blue couch, so I think in here we should use a light blue one. One right here with an ottoman. We could put another on this side with an ottoman. Then we definitely want to have a bit of carpet between the two sofas. Oh, you know what? That table that I wanted to use in the sitting room, we could use in here now. Okay, now let's just grab some lamps and add those onto every end table. And then under the tree, we can add some presents. For this bedroom, I think that we should put the bed on this wall. So we could put a headboard, a bed, and then frame it out with a matching color. And then across from the bed, I think we should have a gaming setup. I think I want to make a desk the same way I did last time. And that was by adding these drawers with a little trap door and making it so it kind of matches the tops of these counters. Wait, do I have a better block? How about this one? Okay, that's better. Now over here, we could have our blue PC. Then we need a monitor, and this one has blue in it. Over the desk, I want to add a shelf, and over the bed, I want to add a shelf. That way we can add some decor and stuff. So maybe here we can have a picture frame. I want to see what blue plushies we have. An allay, a dolphin, a sheep. Well, technically 2 sheeps. Okay, I want these by the bed so we can put the dolphin up there. Then we can put the bear here with a sheep on either side. And then we can display 2 allays. Oh, that's cute. I actually don't think I want a table lamp. I want a cool floor lamp. So let's try this one. Now, by this desk, we need a chair. Wait, and we totally have a blue gaming chair. Look at this. And then what other gaming stuff do we have that's blue? The Switch! Oh, also a phone. So let's put the Switch up here. And can we put the phone on the desk? We can! Now, what would it look like if we added... Oh my gosh, we can. Christmas lights to the shelves. Wait, I love... But okay, in the rest of the space, we need to like fill it. And obviously I want a Christmas tree in the bedroom. So let's add one right to the middle. Then we can do kind of like a big random patchy carpet on the floor. We could add some banners by the windows, a couple of candy canes, and then we can add some fairy lights. Okay, well, now that this blue house is decorated, let me show you around. So this is the outside of the build. We have the house on the left and an ice cream shop on the right side. Starting with the ice cream shop, this is the first main floor. We have some little guys that are working here. Hello. But look at all these ice cream flavors. There's like, what is that? Orange and butter? I don't know. It's so cute. We have some actual like placed ice cream cones. We have a menu in the back with all of the little toppings and ingredients to make the ice cream. To decorate the rest of the space, we have icicles hanging all over the ceiling, lots of layered lanterns, a bunch of candy canes, Christmas lights, wall ornaments, banners, and of course, Christmas trees. On the second floor of this ice cream shop, we have a whole area dedicated to ice pops. Look at all the flavors we have. We've got cute little ice pop signs, little icicle fairy lights. We have ice pops on all of these tables. And I also added in a couple of Christmas trees. On the very top floor of this shop, it's basically just some extra seating. So we have 3 more tables with some banana splits, and we also have an ice cream cart. Now, technically, you can access the house by walking around this Christmas tree. And like now you're on the house's second floor, which is kind of weird if there's, strangers eating ice cream. But it's fine. To the right in this upstairs hallway, we have the living room with a little crystal frosted glass Christmas tree. We've got presents, plushies, icicle lights, and some couches to sit on. Then across from the living room, we have the bedroom. So on this side, we have a desk set up with a gaming PC and a Nintendo Switch. On the right, we have the bed with loads of blue plushies. And in the middle, we have another Christmas tree. Heading down these ladders will lead you to the kitchen where we have lots of blue food. We've got jello, cereal, blueberry loaves. Heading towards the back of the house, we have a double blue bathroom, which is interesting. So we have a double wide vanity with a tub shower toilet combo on both sides. And then at the very front of this house, we have a sitting room. I'm only allowed to build with purple in this Minecraft village. I love the color purple. Since we're building up a Christmas village, I did find it a bit difficult to think of something specifically purple for Christmas, but then I thought, this could be a present and toy shop. We don't have one of those yet. I know I definitely have a bunch of purple presents and toys that we can decorate with, so I think it's perfect. Ta-da! Okay, literally, how cute is this? Because it's like a present and toy place, I put bows on the building. So this is the outside of the build, and this is the inside. So basically, this space is gonna be like the toy factory. Over here, we're gonna have a section for wrapping all the presents. And then up this ladder is the home for the person that lives here. This is kind of an interesting one. Basically, this half of the room is a living room. We'll put the kitchen underneath this balcony, and then through this entrance, we'll have a reading room. Because the ceilings are kind of low in here, it just felt like a cozy book nook. But okay, if we go back out this way and then go up to this ladder, this is gonna be a bedroom that has a bow window. Then if we go upstairs again, this little loft is for a hobby area. And if we go up the ladder one more time, this will be a bathroom. Should we start at the top of this build and make our way down? That might actually be kind of cool. Wait, for this bathroom and for every room in this build, I'm going to let myself use magenta. It's close enough to purple. We should probably bring these bricks down so that we have an actual wall to use. And maybe this can be the wall for our vanity. Okay, so drawer, sink, sink, drawer, drawer. We could put mirrors above each sink. Wait, this little block above here would be such a cute spot for fairy lights. Give me the purple ones. Why does this kind of look like an angry face? Do you see it? Like, these are the eyebrows, and the mirrors are the eyes, and then the counters are kind of making like an angry, sad face. Okay, wait. I want to put it along this whole section. Cool. But okay, I know this is not exactly purple. it's pink and blue, but like if you mix them together, it might, I don't know, it might make purple. So there we go, we got toothbrushes. Now, because we have a decent amount of space in this bathroom, I think that we can add a big shower to this wall. Then on the walls here by the bathroom entrance, we can have some robes. In the middle of the room, I want to put the bathtub. Can we put that right here? That's kind of nice. Then we can add some carpet around it. We can fill it up with some water. And then in this corner, we could have the toilet. Okay, now I want to see if we can fit some shelves in this bathroom. We could definitely put some over here. And if we wanted to, we can have them on either side of these windows. Then above the toilet, we can have some toilet paper. We obviously have to add a roll to the wall. Then we can have some baskets, some towels. Then next to each mirror, we can have a hand towel. And we could put a purple one over here by the shower. I think that's all of the like core bathroom stuff that we need for a bathroom. So for some Christmas vibes, we can obviously use the purple Christmas lights and maybe even add a baby tree. Oh, that's cute. Moving on down to this hobby balcony, I thought it would be cute to have a music area. Look at the stuff I picked out. We've got a purple keyboard, drums, a bunch of guitars. Hopefully I can fit all that up here. Okay, hold on. Let's grab all these. And where could I put a desk? I wanted to make another desk, so I think that should probably go in the middle. Then we obviously need to have a stool. And basically, since the person that lives here likes music, I thought they could have a place for songwriting. Oh, you know what? We should probably also add a microphone. Ta-da! Do you think they would also like a lamp? Probably. So let's add this one. Okay, now where can we put the drum kit? Maybe back here because this is like the biggest. Wait, this way. Oh! Okay, wait, cool. Then maybe under this window we can have a keyboard. And for the guitars, I think 2 of them have like stands. So this has a stand, but how does this sit? Oh, this one leans against the wall. Why don't we have 2 over here and 2 over here? This actually worked out pretty good. Okay, but now that we have all the instruments down, we can add some super cute music note lights. I think I want to add a shelf over this desk for a couple of more items. I'm not sure what other music stuff we could add though. What about trophies? I know these aren't purple though. Oh, none of my record players are purple. What? Okay. Well, this is me cheating. This is a pink record player, but ignore it. And then also we could have some little musical boards. Hanging from the ceiling, I want to have a couple of purple lanterns. And on the tops of each of these windows, we can add some Christmas lights. How cute are those colors together for a carpet? Oh my gosh. For the bedroom down on this level, I picked out quite a few things for this space. The first thing I want to do though is figure out where we can display all the purple armor I made. Okay, hold on. So slab, armor stand, and then with some trap doors, we can make a cute little closet. On this one, we can have our purple armor. On this one, we can have our pastel purple armor. Now, in the middle of this wall, under the bow window, we can place our purple bed. Then I do have some purple nightstands that we can use. On each one of these, we can have a purple lamp. And then where could I put, like, a dresser? Maybe against this little glass wall? I wanted to have some more surface area because we have a little purple jewelry box. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe we should put some of these in the corners. Keep this here, but put the jewelry box on one of these. That way, we can turn this into another desk. Look at this. It's Alex, but the background is purple. We also have a purple backpack, a book stack that has a purple book on it, and next to the laptop, we can have a purple phone. I was thinking in the middle behind the bed, we could have a flower. Then we can have a shulker plushie, a purple sheep plushie. Then we actually have 2 other variants. So we could put another shulker plushie over here. Then we have this sheep plushie, and we can also display an alarm clock. Now I know these ceilings are quite tall, so there's gonna be a lot of rope, but I think it would be really cute to have a bunch of purple flowers. Then I definitely want to include more paper lanterns, banners, fairy lights, and Christmas lights in this space. So let's layer a bunch of lights. I have just realized that I can't actually put banners on any of these windows, so never mind. We could definitely add a couple of Christmas lights though, and hanging across the room, we can add some fairy lights. This bedroom is so cute. Also, I did find space for banners. They might not be like curtains, but they're decorative. Now down in this living room, I think a Christmas tree and a fireplace should go on this giant blank wall. So let's build a fireplace up like this. Then we can add the campfire. We can frame it out to hide the logs a bit. And on top, we can add a mantle. You know what's really cute about also using magenta in this build with the purple? The fact that some of the presents I have are literally both colors. It's purple paper and magenta ribbon. Before we can put the presents down though, we have to add our Christmas tree. Then we can use these two carpet colors as a tree skirt. And now we can grab all of these presents to place under the tree. Ta-da! But okay, now over the fireplace, I picked out a wreath that has a singular purple ornament on it. This might be my new favorite color combo. I know I'm a big blue, purple, pink person, but this is cute. Oh, you know it would be so fun? Lining this entire balcony with Christmas lights. On the fireplace, we can hang some purple stockings. I thought it would be kind of fun if we added a little fairy jar. Then because this is kind of where the focal point of the room is, I think our couch should be facing this area. So what if we put the couch like this, then had some ottomans on either end? I also have these little armchairs that I kind of think would be cute to just have. And then maybe we can grab some more of these drawers to put underneath this window. We could go ahead and add a couple of floor lamps. Then maybe we can display some more purple presents. We can add some carpet. And then hanging from the ceiling, we can add some more lanterns. I totally forgot about this garland. Wait, where can I put this? Oh, also, I did something without showing you. Look at this. I found a way to make some fake windows on the side of the fireplace so we can have some more curtains because I put banners here for curtains. But where can we put this? Will it look good here? It's actually not the worst. Okay, and then I also have these big purple ornaments, which would be kind of cool to put under the balcony. Now that this living room is done, let's work on the kitchen. Okay, for this room, I feel like we could put a bunch of counters like this in an L shape. Then we can honestly fit a pretty big island. I think I just want to put upper cabinets on this wall and leave this one without the cabinets. By the window, we could put a sink. And then wait, maybe in the middle of this wall, we can have our stove. Now under this window, we can have our dishwasher. And over on the end, we can have a fridge. Okay, now I know this is not a specific kitchen item, but I did find a purple gumball machine that I thought was fun. We have a purple lunchbox. I found some purple jelly jars. Over on this island, we can have a bowl of fruit with purple grapes in it. We can have some Jell-O, and we can also have a bowl of Raisin Bran. Now at this island, we obviously need some seating. Then it's a little dark under here, so we can add some purple pendant lights. Over by the dishwasher, we can have our mixer. Then maybe here we can have a blender and a toaster. And actually, I think we have room for a dining table. Where is the purple checker print table? Okay, wait. We could probably do something like this. Then we can mix and match the magenta and purple chairs. And over this table, we can add some lanterns. That is not centered. Hold on. Magenta. Light purple, dark purple. Okay, now I do want to add more Christmas lights so we can put them above the cabinets. Actually, why not this whole room? Like, why not? Then I think the last thing I want to add is a bit of carpet by the sink and some more Jell-O dessert to the tables. Now for our cozy reading room, I want to use these bookshelves. I know they're pink, but the books on them are purple. So honestly, let's just fill up this entire wall. Do you think we should put a desk in the middle? Wait, that'd be cute. Okay, desk here. Then we can add a lamp and a notebook. Oh, and do I have a stool? I do not. Wait, there we go. Now because this is a cozy book room, we obviously have to add a bunch of sofas. I do want to add some ottomans. Back here we can add some floor lamps. And then I also wanted to use more of the tables with the regular purple lamps. Then we obviously have to add stacks of books. So a big one can go on the desk, on the floor, another one here. Then I also wanted to add some carpet and floor cushions. So we have purple and magenta carpet. Then we can have a cushion here, and another one there. Now, do you think we could put another Christmas tree over here? It kind of looks like the perfect spot. Yep, that's a good spot. The rest of this room needs banners and fairy lights. Obviously more Christmas lights. And from the ceiling, we can hang more lanterns. It's time for the fun part. Well, the other part was really fun too. But this is gonna be the toy factory. And then that's the wrapping paper present area station. But I have an idea. Okay, so I've done a toy factory build before. And in the past, I would make like a little conveyor belt with redstone and a piston as like the table conveyor belt thing. But I have purple trampolines that you can connect in crazy shapes. So like this could also kind of be a conveyor belt vibe. Like it's kind of cool. The only thing with the trampoline blocks is that if you place a toy on it or like any object really, it will float. So if we just ignore that, I think the trampolines could be cool. So first things first, we need another purple Christmas tree because this is gonna be the center of our factory. Now before I put the conveyor belt out, look at all the toys that I found that are like purple. I also have a couple of like toy creation things, like I found a purple bucket of paint. We have a hammer and like little water jars, paint jars, whatever. So I was thinking we can create some desks under these windows. That way, we have space for a workstation. So we could put a little hammer here, a paint bucket here, a little paint water jar there. Then let's pick out some toys that are currently being made. Maybe somebody's painting this axolotl plush. We can have a little frog on display and a xylophone. That is so cute. I feel like we should also have a couple of purple notebooks. That way the people that are working at the workstations can keep track of the toys they're building. Oh, you know what I just realized? These windows are screaming for curtains. Ta-da! You know what else they need? Christmas lights. Every single window is getting a Christmas light. Okay, well now that we have a couple of decorations and the workstation set up, we have to turn this room into a factory. How can we make it look like that? Okay, I have an idea. We're gonna create these like little loopy things as passageways for the conveyor belts to run through to deliver the toys to the present room. That way, once they're made, they can be wrapped. So let's make things like this. I guess we could just, oh wait, it's not straight. Okay, so it's like this, and then we can turn it. That's kind of cool. My only question is how are people going to walk through the space to get over there and like up the ladder and stuff? We could make another loopy thing like this and put ladders on it. Now that we have this, let's do the same thing here. So what is this? It's 2 blocks away from the window. So 1, 2, loop-de-build. Boop, boop, boop. Now let's take our purple trampolines to make a little conveyor belt station. And now we have a pretty solid factory set up. This is actually so cool. Oh, you know what might be fun? If we got some individual purple fairy lights and added them to these. That way it's like a little present scan system to make sure all the toys are done. Now across the rest of the room, we obviously have to add more banners and more lights. And now that that's done, we can add the toys. Technically, it's not all toys. It's kind of just like gifts in general. Like we have books and cups and bicycles. So I think maybe the larger gifts that probably wouldn't work well on the conveyor belts could go in the front over here. So we can have some purple bicycles, a piano, and some guitars. Okay, now, like I mentioned before, all these little things are probably gonna float around, but that's okay. Okay, so first we have a little lavender bear. We've got a GameCube, a Funko Pop, and we could have a Jack-in-the-Box over here, maybe a purple jewelry box, and a Rubik's Cube. Over in this section, we can have a Shulker plushie, maybe a watercolor paint set, an axolotl plush, a xylophone, then we can have a switch, a lava lamp, and a sheep plushie. Look at how cute this is! All of the little toys are going through the room, and they're ready to get wrapped in the wrapping station. For the wrapping room, I want to use a lot of tables, so I'm going to pick these purple tables. That way we can combine them to make either like really long tables or wide tables. So we could put 4 tables in the middle of the room. And then along the walls, we can have some matching desks. Do we have a purple desk lamp? No, but we have a white one. And for some more lighting, I'm gonna add some more lanterns. Ta-da! Now, while I'm in the decorating phase, let's add some Christmas lights to these windows. We can add some more banners. And we can also add some carpet. Okay, now that that's done, we can grab a couple of toys for wrapping to put on each of these outside tables. Then we can use all of the clutter items I have for wrapping supplies. So I can put one of those on this table, one on this table, some over here, and some over here. I also have this clutter, which honestly is kind of better than the other stuff I had. Okay, I actually think I want to get rid of these. So we could put these on every table. Okay, so these are all of like our little wrapping prep station tables. We could honestly put a couple of like loose scissors around on these tables. You know, if we wanted to, we could just make these desks longer so we could put the toys back. Then we can add a couple of stools to these desks. And on the rest of these tables, we could add some presents. So we have these purple boxes with magenta ribbons. Then we have some yellow with purple ribbons. I have a giant purple present box. We've got this present box. And then we also have some that are grouped that also include purple. Okay, well, now that all the wrapped presents have been placed, the purple build is complete. This might actually be my favorite one. I know I've been saying that a lot, but look at how cute this is. I think it's the bows. So here's what the outside looks like. And now if we go through this way, you'll find the toy factory with conveyor belts full of toys. We've got plushies, paint sets, musical instruments, jewelry boxes, and game consoles. If you climb over the ladder, you'll get to the side with the workshop tables, and then the toys traveling on these conveyor belts go into the present wrapping room. So basically, they get picked up right here, and then they get brought to this table where we have wrapping paper and scissors and stuff. And once the presents are wrapped, they end up on these tables. If we head up the ladder on this back wall, this will take us to the owner's living room. In the living room, we've got a couple of places to sit. We've got these chairs and this big sofa. We have a cozy fireplace with purple stockings, a purple Christmas tree with presents, of course. Across from the living room, we have the purple kitchen. Obviously, we've got some purple foods, purple cabinets, and the purple dining table. Through here, we have the reading room that has another Christmas tree, a bunch of books, and cozy places to sit. And if we head up this ladder, this brings us to the bedroom. I love this bedroom. Like, actually, this one is so cute. We have hanging plants, some cute custom closets, a bunch of purple plushies, and a desk. If we go up another ladder, this takes us to the music room. We've got drums, a bunch of guitars, a piano, and a songwriting desk. Then at the very top of the last ladder, we have the bathroom. Minecraft, but I can only build with the color pink. I'm excited for this one. Because we can only use pink, I think that this build should be the Sugar Plum Fairy Bakery. It's gonna be cute, it's gonna be pastel, and we can fill it with yummy food. For this build, we can create a bottom shop floor with cozy areas for customers to sit, and we can also make sure to include an upstairs home for the baker. Ta-da! We have a bakery! I can already tell this is gonna be cute. Oh, and by the way, before we start decorating this build, guess what? I just launched a new YouTube channel! If you like Minecraft music and cozy vibes, you should check it out. I'll link it below. But okay, back to the video. So this is the outside of our pink Sugar Plum Bakery. It's so pink and pastel. Oh, I love it. Okay, so basically, when you walk in, this is how I laid it out. It's kind of funky, but I like it. On the left, we're gonna have the main bakery counter where you can order a bunch of food and stuff. This front middle area is kind of just gonna be open and also for a Christmas tree. To the right, we'll have some seating. Back here, we're gonna have bathrooms. Then up these stairs, we'll have some more seating. And up this way, we have the owner's house. So this little rectangle room is basically gonna be a combo kitchen, living, dining. Then if we go upstairs again, this will be a bedroom, and through these doorways, we'll have an office. I'm so excited for this one. Look at all the cute stuff that I picked out. Oh, there's so many cute pink desserts that I found. Before we can place those though, we have to do our counters. Now, just like the ice cream shop, we have a lot of display counters with yummy stuff inside. We literally have 5 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we can end each section with a pink counter. Actually, I think we can fit 2. Then we can just turn them a bit like this. And along the back wall, we can have a bunch of drawers. In the middle of these, I do want to add a sink. Then maybe instead of these end pieces, we should put a fridge. It's pink. Then I want 2 espresso machines. Then we can have some mixers. We can put our blenders over here. And hold on, before I put too many items out, I found these things. I don't know if I could use this baking table, but it's so cute. Could we possibly, technically we could put it there. I don't know if I really like the way that looks though. I do also have this. A little rolling pin, put some dough. Maybe we can have some of that here too. But then I also have like a baking set. So maybe we get rid of this mixer to have a baking set. If we really want to use these tables, I guess we could put them by the windows. That's honestly not the worst idea. But okay, let's add both of our registers. And now we can put out the displays. Okay, so we have donuts. Look at these! Then we have pastries. Oh my gosh, are these little macaroons? Macarons? You know what I mean. Then we have pies. We have slices of pie. And we also have cookies. Stop it. I love these so much. Oh, you know what would be so cute? If over these little display cases, we had some pink lights. Oh, and we need a menu. Okay, I found this chalkboard, and yes, it's blank, but I wanted to see if maybe we could display this and like put item frames on it so that it kind of looks like one of those hand-drawn bakery cafe menus. Wait, I'm putting them down, I just don't see them. Oh my gosh, where's the other item frame? I can't find, I'm just clicking on stuff. Oh. Okay, wait, that totally kind of works. Then, if we get one of the little letter buntings and write bakery on it, like a menu board. Stop! Okay, it's perfect. It's literally perfect. Do you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like the chalkboard menus? Okay, anyway, that's cute. Oh, you know what else is super cute? I made some little banner bunting that is different than the regular triangle shapes that I normally use. Look at these. Okay, it's blocking my sign, but that's okay. I will get a stick. Yep, that's really cute. Oh, you know what else I have? Look at this. It's a cupcake sign. Like, are you kidding me? It's a pink frosting cupcake. I feel like we could use some more banners here that are swooping in front of the counter. And then I also want to mix it with fairy lights. So let's grab these and string them together. I love. Now I did pick out a couple of desserts and things that we can put on tables. And speaking of tables, how cute and cozy is this gonna be? I think I want all of the tables to be like this. And then for the seating, we could have these armchairs, but also combined with these stools. Look at that. Now on the floor, I definitely want to add some carpet right in front of the little checkout area. But then I also want a little like mixed matched area rug. Then, you know, since I already have these tables in my hands, let's add some more over here. Then we can add some upstairs. I do have other things that I want to use too though. So maybe we can have a table here and a table here. Then I want to see what it would look like if we included Some cozy little strawberry couches. You know what? We can move these couches over so that they're more centered in this upstairs area. And then we can add some more tables. Now let's just add all of our pink armchairs. Then we can add a bunch of stools. Up here, I think I might just have 2-seater tables. And then you know what? I know I'm kind of getting ahead of myself here, but I did add some books and stuff for this. Oh! Okay, that's not good. Wait, hold on. Did not mean to do that. Oops. As I was saying, there's like a little space here that's perfect for some books. Oh, so cute. Also, even like under here. Then look at this. You know how some people go to cafes and like, I mean, I guess bakeries to do work and hang out and read and stuff? Well, we literally have a pink laptop. Maybe there's a phone on this table. And this one has boba. I do have these little pastel bookshelves that we could put in front of the window when I do put that back. Then I do have a couple of books and bookshelves if we wanted to add some on the walls. Here we can have a stack of books. Here we can have a stack of books. And I also want to add a carpet. Now I do have this pink table. And then I also have this pink table. And I kind of want to add at least like something by these couches. It's touching the other tables though. Okay, can we put these behind? I think that could kind of work. That way we can have a lamp and we can also display one of our pink desserts. The strawberry loaf matches the strawberry couches. That is adorable. Oh, I also have these pink donuts. Maybe we get rid of this phone and put the donuts here. What if I replace the tables that I just put with some of these pink counter drawers? Because these connect and kind of look more like a unit. And that way I can have stuff behind both of the couches. So we could put another lamp here and we can have some cookies. Now on the ceiling, I'm obviously gonna add a bunch of lanterns. I feel like we definitely need some carpet in between these two couches. And then here we can have some banners and fairy lights. And here we can have some banners and fairy lights. Stop, look at this. Oh, it is so cozy. I would come to this bakery. But okay, I unfortunately do not have like pink blinking Christmas lights, which is really sad. And I also don't have white ones, so like they won't really match. But I do have the purple ones that we used in the purple house that kind of look more magenta when they're lit. So we might be able to get away with these. Kind of. Let's add some of these to the windows. Honestly, actually, every window. Okay, now, the same thing with the Christmas tree that I want to put here. Don't have a pink one. So, we're going to use the purple one and just pretend that it's pink. Aw, it's still cute. Now I do have some pink present boxes that we can add under the tree. These ones have green ribbon, and then I have these blue boxes that have pink ribbon. Now could we fit some more banners behind the tree like this? Yeah, that kind of works. They look kind of dark though, so let's add some fairy lights. And then maybe in the front by the tree, we can display a holiday discount sale. Okay, now with these carpets, we definitely need to fill out the space on the floor. Oh, and over by the counter here, I want to display some pink birthday cakes. I forgot that I had these. Now over on these tables, I want to have a coffee cup, a plate of donuts, and a boba tea. And then above all these tables, I want to have some more lanterns. I almost forgot. Oh my gosh, wait. I have a pink checker print block. I want to use this. That's cozy. But okay, now I want to grab a slab and a door. Unfortunately, there is a window in the store, but you know what? We're just gonna have to pretend there's not. Because it's the only pink door that I have for the bathrooms. Since we have two smaller bathrooms, these aren't gonna be like full. So each one will get a toilet, a sink, some toilet paper, a mirror. Then we could have a plunger, a shelf for some more toilet paper, and a trash can. We could actually add a little bit of carpet, which might not be the most sanitary in a public space, but it's cute. And for lighting in this room, we can add some fairy lights. Now, in the rest of this bakery, I just want to add a couple more things, like some books by these windows. We could honestly put some under the stairs too, like a cozy book nook. Oh, wait, we could add some cushions. Oh, cute. Then over here, we can have some more books. And we can honestly put some under these stairs too. Now, something else I wanted to do was add a bunch of pink flowers. So we can have some over here by the checkout counter. And we can add some more by the sitting area. Then I want to add some pink desserts to these tables. And in the corner, we can add a floor lamp. I almost forgot. Okay, wait. I just really like these. Okay, and we're just, okay. Oh, they're so cute. Okay, and then I also have like little heart balloons. That's adorable. But okay, now that this downstairs bakery is done, let's go upstairs to work on the owner's house. So for this kitchen area, we can obviously add a bunch of drawers. We could put a sink in the middle, and we can add a couple of upper cabinets. I think I might actually want to change up these windows so that they look better. Then we can add a small island because this is a bit of a cramped space. Oh, we have to have refrigerators. Then we can have a toaster, a blender. On this island, we can have some jello, donuts, and a boba tea. I definitely want to hang some banners over here. And I think we can fit some pendant lights. In the dining room, because we use so many of the checker printed tables downstairs in the bakery, I think up here we can just use a regular pink table, but it might be cute to use some hot pink armchairs. Wait, that is fun! Okay, now the ceiling is a bit tall here, and I want to add more lanterns, so it's time to layer. Whoa! That's kind of a lot. Okay, now what can we put on the dining table? I do have a tea set that I haven't used yet, and it's pink. Now I want to add some potted plants by the windows. Oh, wait, look at this. This cat plant has a pink flower in it. Oh, it counts. And I would add carpet around this, but I feel like it might be better to just put it in the middle of this space. So let's do a big checker print pink carpet. And now we can work on our tiny living room. It's so small. Okay, so basically for this space, I picked out this sofa so that we can kind of move it around and stuff, because this one actually connects really well. We could do something like this to really kind of use up all the space. And actually, we could bring this out more. Then we could use the stool as little ottomans. And I would like to put a lamp somewhere. Oh, wait, let's do... Oh, this is the perfect spot for a lamp. Oh! Then, yes, I will be doing the same thing with the lanterns on this side. Pretty. And we can add a flower. Okay, well, I mean, I guess that's pretty much all I can do in this space. So now we get to work on the bedroom. Because the living room downstairs is a little small, I'm gonna put the Christmas tree up here, and then we can add some presents. Now over on this wall, we can add a pink bed. I definitely want to add some more of these banners to the walls. And we actually have space for a nightstand. Look at how cute these are. Now we could just add some lamps, a bear plushie, a phone, and we also have a pink glow shroom terrarium. We have this cute pink and gold moon that we can hang under these bricks. I want to add a dresser by this window. That way we can put a record player, a phone, and a picture frame on display. Then I feel like the owner of this place has a cat. So over here we can have a pink pet bed. Maybe over here we can have a floor cushion with a laptop. Then hanging from the ceiling, we can have some more flowers and lanterns. In the final room behind the bedroom, I thought that this would be perfect for a cozy fireplace. So yes, it is kind of like a little office library vibe, but look at this wall. Is it not screaming for a fireplace? We can get some pink bricks, a campfire, and some framed blocks to make our fireplace. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, wait, we need pink stockings. Ta-da! Oh wait, and then can we add this little tree topper? I know it's not pink, but it's just like really cute. Then there is a pink ornament on this wreath. I kind of want to add some snow globes to this mantle too. And then along the ceilings, we can add some more of our pretend not purple pink Christmas lights. Okay, now that we have that, we can put a desk by the window with a little stool. I want this to kind of be like a reading study type of office. So no technology in here, just books. Let's add some banners on either side of this window. We can add some small couches in front of the fireplace. Then we can add some floor lamps and carpet. Well, now that the bakery's done, let's go on a tour. So this is the outside of our bakery, and this is the inside. So downstairs on this first floor, we have the bakery. So to order food, you would go to the left where we have a cute little bakery menu. We have tons of stuff. We got cookies, we have pie, donuts, pastries, and more pie. We have some birthday cakes that someone in the back is currently making. We have some more baking tables on the sides. And then we also have a couple of places to sit. This front entrance is home to our bakery Christmas tree. To the right, we have some more places for customers to sit. There's a little cozy book nook under the stairs. And then through both of these doors, we have identical bathrooms. Technically, the bakery is like 1.5 floors, because besides this area, if you went upstairs to the right, you'd find the lofted lounge. So we have some more tables where people can sit and work and eat. Then in the middle, we have some cozy strawberry couches. And we even have a bunch of books and bookshelves for a cozy vibe. Now, if we go downstairs, but then go up these stairs, this will lead us to the owner's house. So first, when you walk up, you'll see a combined living space with a kitchen, a dining area, and a living room. Then up these stairs, we have a cute bedroom with our Christmas tree and a bunch of plants and lanterns. And back through these doors, we have the study. In this room, we have a little writer's desk. We've got some books, a cozy couch, and a fireplace. I'm building a colorful Christmas village, but today I can only build with black. Now, the first thing I thought of for this color, since this is a Christmas village, was coal for Christmas. I think it would actually be kind of funny if the house we built was also like a coal mine where all of the coal is mined for the naughty kids. So we can create a mine shaft sort of house with rooms for all the coal miners, and then outside around the house, we can dig a giant hole and fill it with coal. Ta-da! It is done. Well, actually, no, we still have a mine to build, but the house is built. Welcome to the black coal house. So here's the outside of the house. It's got a cute little porch. I thought this area would be perfect for like a coal pickup spot, and I even tried to make a coal-shaped window. I do still have to build the mine. So right around here is where that's gonna go. But before we build that, let me show you the inside of this build. So if you go up these stairs and head inside, you'll see some more stairs. Okay, so basically, I want this build to kind of be like a communal, come and go as you want kind of place, and not like a home. In my mind, I'm pretending that the people that gather the coal for the naughty kids for Christmas just have the option to stay here if they want to. So on this bottom floor, we can scatter a couple of tables for people to sit and eat at. We could also have some smaller lounge areas in these corners, and then back behind the stairs, I want to have a kitchen. Through this doorway, there is space for a bathroom. And then if we go up the stairs, this is like the main lounge kind of living room space. And then we have bedrooms. There are 4 rooms in total. The 2 upstairs are a bit smaller than the ones down here, but there is one over on this side. Then there's an identical one on this side. And then if you go up these ladders, you'll find the other 2 rooms and space for another bathroom. Now, before we decorate the inside of this build, I want to build the coal mine. So here's what I'm thinking. Giant hole in the ground with like cool little ladder, scaffolding things to get down to the coal. Let's mark out where we want this like giant hole to be. I do think you... Oh, hey look, cool. I do think it would be cool if it kind of wrapped around. At least a little bit. I don't want to extend it too far from the house though, because we still have to fit a white house and a brown house here. So maybe along the corner of this build. Oh my gosh, wait, we could have these stairs connect down to the mine. That's kind of fun. So it could be kind of narrow on this side, and then maybe it can get a little bit wider towards the front, and then scoop around like this. Is this a good shape? Wait, I think this could work. Can you see it? Can you see the potential? Ta-da! We have a hole in the ground. Okay, but wait, look. Just from digging this out, I found like 4 different areas of coal. It was meant to be. Okay, now that we have this kind of rough shape going on, I want to connect the stairs so that they can go down to the mine. And then maybe running along the side of the stairs, we can have a rail system. Okay, now I want this to lead down into like the cave down here. So let's turn the rail this way, have it go down, turn a bit again, and end it here. Now we can just add a couple of different mine carts. I think I want the chest one here. Then we can have a minecart with a hopper sitting up here. And I kind of want another set of rails going across like this for a minecart with a furnace. Now I know this technically goes like nowhere, but we could pretend that it goes down into the ground. Ta-da! Now there should probably be some kind of support system for this track, so let's add a couple of fences. And I also want to build one of those things to like lift a lot of stuff. I don't know the word. Is it a crane? It might be that. Basically, let's just flatten this part of the ground a bit. That way we can build a platform for our crane. See? Something like this. Now we can just add another platform that connects to these chains. We can add a chest and some blocks of coal. Okay, now that we have this, I feel like our coal mine is lacking some coal. So I just want to put this everywhere. And then the last thing I want to do is give this some better support. Okay, yeah, that looks better. It's probably also a little bit of a safety hazard to not have a railing. And now that that's done, I'd say our coal mine is complete. This is like actually kind of cool. Basically, if you wake up in the morning and want to go find some coal, you can just go down these stairs and then head down into the mine. You can find some stuff, throw it in the chest, and send it back up. Well, now that we have our coal mine sorted, let's go decorate the inside. Okay, so starting with the kitchen, I want to put a double sink in front of this window. Pop. That's not a sink. Ta-da! Then obviously on either side, we're gonna add a bunch of drawers. Maybe not here though, because we definitely need to have more than one fridge. So we could put one fridge here, another fridge here. I feel like we're gonna need some more counter space though. So what if we did like a flipped kitchen? I think I'll have to do that first though. Then we can add some more drawers. And now we have like extra kitchen. Wait, where is my plain counter here? Okay, I want to do an island. Can we do double? We can do double with 2 blocks in between. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, so we could put an island right in the middle. And now I do have this black stool, but oh no, the texture is kind of broken. Just kidding. We can just use this one. Now, because it is so dark in here, we should add some pendant lights over this island. Ta-da! Oh, you know what would be fun? If this was like main kitchen side and this was kind of like a coffee bar. If I was working all day trying to find coal, I'd probably want some coffee. So we can have 2 espresso machines and a bunch of cups. Now, when I was finding those cups, I literally just typed in cup and look what I see. This is Halloween, but it's a black cupcake with a black mug. It fits the vibe, just don't pay attention to the skeleton bone sticking out of it. Anyway, I am realizing that I don't really have a place for the dishwasher or the stove. So what if we just kind of threw them on the ends of this wall? Is that too much kitchen? Is it Too many cabinets. It actually kind of looks insane. So I think maybe we just kind of move everything over by one and then use these as like the end piece. That's at least a little bit better. Maybe it would look better if I made the island bigger. Then maybe we can do kind of like every other seating. And actually, I think this works. We just need to adjust the lights. There we go. Now over by the stove, we can have some cooking utensils. Over by the dishwasher, we can have a drying rack. Then we can have a knife block, a mixer, and a toaster. Now I feel like adding upper cabinets would be kind of weird here because I can't really go across the window, nor do I want to because I like the big windows. So we could just add a couple of cabinets right here. That's actually kind of cute. Now besides the black cupcake, are there any other black foods we can put on display? We can have chocolate chip cookies. Hey, this basket of nachos is black. Oh, hey, look at this. The mustard dip container is also black. It's like a combination of salty and sweet. I forgot about these soups. These are all honestly kind of gross. Let's just do the empty saucepan. We also have a teapot. There's a frying pan with an egg in it. Wait. That's so cute. I kind of like that better than the saucepan. Oh, you know what? I don't have any black Christmas lights. No, I have black fairy lights, yeah, but they don't twinkle. We'll just use these. And because this wall is so long, we are going to link them together like this. Okay, wait, that actually does not look bad. I also decided to change the shape of my little banners this time again. So instead of triangles, I made them these squares because it kind of reminded me of coal blocks. I don't know. Is that a stretch? Maybe, but it kind of looks cool. What should I say? It looks cool. Okay, I'm done. Maybe to get a bit of that Christmas vibe, we can just add some solo fairy lights around. And I was thinking we could probably do that like along the stairs here. It is not the most holly jolly of Christmas vibes, but it's a vibe. Okay, now around the sides here, I want to have tables. I know technically we do have a giant island, but we need more than that. Wait a minute, before I put these down, I think we need to put some carpet on the floor to kind of break things up a bit. So maybe we just do one table on either side of the stairs so we can put one in the middle of this window. Technically, there is no window here, but we can line it up and put it in the same spot. I could put a window here, but this is just, okay, this is the wall to the little coal pickup spot. So we could just, I guess, look at the store. Because our color is black, we actually have like a decent amount of chair options this time. So here's our options. We have these, which is nice. I actually think that those are probably gonna be better than the school chairs. Yeah, that's weird. That does not fit. Then we also have these. These are just so cozy. What if we mixed and matched? Yep, just like the pink house, we're mixing and matching again. That's actually kind of cute. Okay, so armchair, armchair, chair, chair. Wait, we don't have any lanterns in here. Hello? We literally have a black paper lantern. And there's also a gray one that I'm gonna let myself use just so we can have like a couple of color variations going on. So over each one of these tables, we can layer some lanterns. Oh, I actually think I want to add more. Like maybe right over here. How's that? Ooh, fun. Then we should definitely add some more banners and fairy lights. And I think I want to connect them across. I know I put lights here, but goodbye. I'm really trying my best to make this feel festive without having any color. It's kind of hard. Speaking of color, guess who does not have a black Christmas tree? Me. I do not. They're literally all green or white. Oh my gosh, hey, I have a shovel. Hey, that's cute. We could put that outside. Oh my gosh, wait, I had no idea. Anyway, I brought up the tree because I'm cheating again. I've cheated before, so whatever. And like technically, if you look really, really close, okay, the bark on this tree is kind of dark. It might be a bit more brown than black, but it's fine. So I want to put a tree in this corner and another tree in this corner. Then we can grab some more of these armchairs and put them on either side. Do we have any black end tables? We have these. I think I want to do something like this so we can have little lamps. And then we're adding more fairy lights. Look at that. I also added some more banners. Now over here in the corner, we're gonna have a bathroom. So maybe we could put the tub by the window, the toilet on this wall, and a vanity over here. Now I want to recenter this window. That's better. And I know it's weird to have a tub like literally by the window, but we can just have some banners. Okay, now over here, I want to have 2 sinks. Then I do have some black bathroom clutter because there's a window in front of the sinks and not like a wall. I guess we could put some mirrors on the sides. Oh, and wait. With some more of these single fairy lights, we can have them around the window. Now, I think I want to make this a shower tub combo. So we can grab some glass and make a little wall like this. Over by the toilet, we can have some toilet paper and a plunger. Then we can add a towel warmer. And we also need some towels. So towel here, and I think I've run into an issue. I can't put the towels here because the mirror is here. I guess they could go on the windows. It's just weird. But if I do that, then I could put the towels down. The last thing this space needs is a little bit of carpet. And now we can work on the upstairs. So because the upstairs is primarily like a lounge hangout space with a couple of bedrooms that people can stay in, I was thinking that, well, for one, we have to make this a cozy space with some couches and stuff, but maybe we can also have some gaming setups. That could be kind of fun. So we can use this black sofa. Oh, and before I even put stuff out, I feel like we should have another Christmas tree and we should put it right in the middle of the room. Even though I don't technically have like a black ornament Christmas tree. You know what I do have? Black and gray wrapped presents. Now, these are like the only ones I have. I don't have any like smaller boxes or bigger boxes, but like it's fine. It's still cute. Now that I'm looking at this window, I definitely want to add some banners. And across this whole way, we could totally add some fairy lights. Oh, that's perfect. Now over here, we can have a sofa. Here we can have a sofa. Between the two, we can add a black and gray checkered carpet. Then I want to grab these tables and these lamps to put on the ends of each couch. So table, 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 lamp, 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 lamp. Oh, you know what I just thought of? I should have probably put like a space for a TV. Oh, wait. We could put a TV there. The viewing experience might not be the best, but it's free real estate, so why not? Ta-da! Wait, you know how I said that I want to do gaming setups and stuff up here? There's actually a decent amount of space on either side of these couches. So what if we have desks with PC setups on one side and we can have gym equipment on the other side? It might be nice to have a little workout room. So in the middle, we can have a multi-gym. Then we could put a treadmill on either side. And over by this wall, we can have some weights. Over on this side, I want to use these drawers that I used for the lamps. And we can create like a giant connected desk area. So we'll add all the connecting pieces. And then we could have a PC here, a PC here, a PC here, and a PC there. Now, which computer could we use that would fit in this space though? I have a couple of different options. Oh my gosh, wait, I want to use these because how cute would it be to have different things on each screen? We have this computer, we have this one, we have this one, and we have this one. Oh, this is perfect. And then wait, should we get like a bunch of gaming chairs? So we can have a gray chair, a black chair, a gray chair, and a black chair. Look at this. Wait, this is cool. Oh, I definitely want to do fairy lights and banners here, but like across the whole way and like straight. You know what I mean? With my magic stick, we can make it straight. Oh, that's cute. Now on the sides here, I think I want to add a bit more checker print carpet. I feel like I should put some more fairy lights and banners over on this side by the gym to kind of match and also help it not be so dark. Pretty. Oh yeah, that definitely helps. Now I was looking through my mods and like technically some of these lights have black strings, so I could use them, but I'm pretty sure these string lights are black and these rainbow ones might match our Christmas tree. Let me see. Wait, they twinkle! I did not know that. Wait, that's so cute. Oh my gosh, look. Oh my gosh, look how cute. Oh my gosh, it's just like the tiniest little hint of color, but it's so cute. I feel like this is like super cheating because it has like every color of the rainbow, but the wire is black. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is also kind of like RGB lighting for our PCs. Cute. I am so happy that these twinkle. You have no idea. I love twinkling Christmas lights. And then, okay, can we put some maybe under here by the TV? Oh, wait, yeah, this is a good spot. And then I think I might want to put some downstairs. I just like that it matches the tree. Okay, so, on the windows. On the windows. Oh, it's perfect. It's like just enough to work without ruining the fact that this build is supposed to just be black. Now, for these spaces, I was actually thinking that we could use some bunk beds. Now, these are the bunk beds that I found. Should we have like 2 of them in here? Hold on, maybe they should be a little further away from each other. And then we can fill up the room with other stuff. Before we do that though, I will be adding more Christmas lights. Now, I know I want to have drawers in the space and we need like lamps and like other things. So this wall could be perfect for that. Oh, wait, I want a black floor lamp. Love that. And then I feel like maybe this layout is incorrect. Like if we put them in the middle or at least stagger them like this instead, then next to each of the beds, we can add a little table and put a lamp on it. Ta-da! Okay, now on the floor, we can add a little bit of carpet. Then on this dresser, we could have a black bear, an alarm clock, and a phone. In the corner here, it might be nice to have a garbage can. Then I do have this little coat stand. And because these 2 walls are so plain, I think we can make this side of the room more interesting with a couple of paper lanterns. Ta-da! Oh, and you know what? We can add another TV. Now over in this room, we could pretty much have the same layout because it's the same size room. In the upper area of the second floor, we have 2 more smaller bedrooms and another bathroom, which is actually bigger than the one downstairs. First of all, we're going to add some rainbow lights for the bathroom windows. And I also want some fairy lights. I think maybe up here, we can just have a bunch of showers. We can add a shower here and a shower here. Now over on either side of the coal window, we can have some sinks. Then we can have some soaps and toothbrushes. And maybe we just, get rid of this window so we have a place for a toilet. There we go. Now we have double toilets. Now, if you're wondering, yeah, it might be awkward if more than one person is using this bathroom. So, we could just add a little baby privacy wall. And now it's fine. Kind of. Wait a minute. I did not know that the showers worked? Oh my gosh. Wait, that's so cool. Well, anyway, the last thing I wanted to do was add a couple of ropes by the showers. And then we can also add some carpet. Now for these last 2 rooms, because they are a bit smaller, I think maybe we fill up this and add the bunk beds against the walls. Then we could just add a small dresser between them with a lamp and an alarm clock. Then we can add another one on this side with the TV above it. Now, we definitely do have a bit of space for carpet, so let's cover the ground with this. Okay, then over the TV, obviously, more fairy lights, more banners. And in the corner, we can have a lamp. And here, we can have a bear. I actually really like the layout of this space. So, obviously, we're gonna do it to this room. Ta-da! Oh, wait, final thing. Each room up here needs some Christmas lights. Now, the very last thing we have to do is decorate the coal store. So, first thing, I want to add some letter bunting that says coal. Then you know what? We can make like a cute little corner counter. Then we can add a register to it. And over here, we can display the merchandise. So let's add a couple more of these. Then I actually might get rid of this window. We need the wall space for stuff. So let's add some item frames. Then I want them to match the floor. And then in each one of these, we can display the coal. So we have a block of coal, we have coal ore, we have deep slate coal ore, and then we have the pieces. In this space, it might be kind of cool to like have some blocks on display. Already know what would be so funny? The shop can also sell pickaxes if people want to go on their own mining adventure. On the checkout counter, we can have some more item frames and pretend that somebody's buying a block of coal and a piece of coal. Then maybe we can have like this trash bag full of coal. Yeah, this could be like the coal bag. Then on the floor, we can add a bit of checkered carpet. And to brighten up this corner, we can add some lanterns. Okay, well now that that's done, our black house is complete. Let's go on a tour. So this is our black coal house. And over here, we have the coal mine. It's actually so cool. I love that you can go down and like see kind of where all the coal is. And over here, we have our coal store. So we have every type of coal for sale. And we also have some pickaxes if you want to mine your own. If you walk around the mine and go up these stairs, this will bring you to the main house. So in the front corners, we have some Christmas trees with some seating areas. On either side, we have tables with chairs for eating. And then in the back over here, we have the kitchen. So this is like the food prep, wash, and cook side of the kitchen. Here we have a coffee bar. And on the bar, we have tons of snacks. Through this door, we have the first out of 2 bathrooms. So we have a double vanity, a toilet, a shower tub combo, and a towel warmer. On the second floor, you'll find the lounge area that has a cozy couch with a Christmas tree and some black presents. Over on this side, we have a workout area with treadmills, this little lifting thing and weights. And over on this side, we have gaming PCs. On this level, we have 2 bedrooms that have bunk beds, a TV, lamps, dressers, and a bear plushie in them. So we have this one that looks exactly the same as this one. It's just backwards. Then if we go upstairs, we have this double bathroom that has 2 showers, 2 toilets, and 2 sinks. And here are the last 2 bedrooms. Again, there are 2 bunk beds in here with some dressers and lamps and stuff. And this is the same, just backwards. Minecraft, but I can only build with white in my Christmas village. Do you see how many houses we have so far? This is nuts, and I'm so excited for the white build. So for today, since we can only use white, I thought it would be super fun to build a snowman supply store. It can be like a winter wonderland snowy snowman place. Just like all of my other shop builds, we'll have half of the build before the store, and the other half can be a home for the shop owner. Ta-da! Welcome to the Snowman Supply Shop. This build is so cute. I even try to do like little snowflake windows. They're small, so they kind of look more like plus signs. But they're still cute. So this is what the outside of the build looks like. Back here is like the main house, and up front here is the Snowman Supply Shop. So if you enter the build this way, this is where all of our snowman supplies will be. And if you walk around the side, this is the main entrance to the house. So on this bottom floor, I was thinking we could have a kitchen back here, maybe a small living room and a dining room area. Over here, we could have a sunroom, and under the stairs, we'll have a bathroom. Moving on up to the second floor, the layout gets a little interesting because we have this big open space that I want to use for like a proper living room with like a fireplace and stuff. And then up these ladders, we'll have a balcony bedroom. This build is so cozy. Oh, you know what else I have that we obviously have to use everywhere? Singular snowflake lights and snowflake fairy lights. Oh, these are perfect. Okay, I think I want to decorate the store first. So let's put a couple more of these solo snowflakes outside. We could put one right in the middle. Oh, wait, this is so cute. I wish I could like flip them. Like, I wish the stand would flip when you put it on something instead of under something, but you know what? Could we get away with it? Can you really see that tiny stand? Not from back here. I don't see it. Now, I don't know if this is overkill, but I am gonna add some more right at the front. And can we put them here? We can. I also just realized I forgot to put a stair. My bad. There we go. Oh, that is cute. Yep. Okay, now for this supply shop, we have so much snowman stuff. If I type in snow, look at all the men. We've got snowman bodies. So we have a snowman with a pin on his head. We've got one with a little Santa hat and a winter scarf. This guy is kind of angry. This one's got some earmuffs. This one's all bundled up. This one's got a top hat. And then this is like your regular standard snowman with a scarf. I just got an idea. What if we set up this shop like a Build-A-Bear? Except it's like build a snowman. Wait. We could have like it set up where you pick the bottom and then you can pick the accessories and then have the snow and the coal. Wait, this is good. Let's put these away for now because we need counters and shelves. Okay, how can we lay this out? Maybe we add some counters along this back wall to start with, and above that, we can have some shelves. Now, I don't know if I'm sticking with this, but it might be the most efficient layout. Basically, you would walk in, you could pick out your snow. That's cute. Okay, so we can have some snow blocks and snow piled up. Then we can have a bucket of powdered snow and a snowball. Next, we're gonna need a coal section for like the snowman eyes and buttons. So let's mirror this setup and put coal over on this side. Then we can add a couple of item frames with some coal pieces. Oh, we need sticks for arms. Sorry for screaming. Oh, wait. Stick. Oh my gosh, wait. We have a couple of hats that we can put on display. And we need carrots. Oh man. Okay, we need so many things. Okay, so we have snow, coal. Then we'll put an item frame here for carrots, an item frame here for hats, and in the middle, an item frame for sticks. Hold on, wait. This is actually so cute. So let's color our item frames. We could put a carrot in this one, a stick in this one, a Santa hat in this one. And now let's pick out some stuff to put in front. So I know I have like a barrel of carrots. So that can go here. I wish I had like a basket of sticks or something. I've got a basket of baguettes. I don't think that's the same thing. Wait, do I have like a wood pile maybe? Wood pile. Oh, okay, wait. Pile of oak wood. Okay, and then what can I use to be like a hat bucket? Like, you know, I'm trying to put things in front so like when people come to build their snowman, they can just kind of reach in. We could just do another barrel, I think. Look, okay, this will match this. It's symmetrical, it's empty, but you can kind of reach in and maybe we're just currently out of stock on hats. I don't know. Now for the snowman, we can line them up in the middle. Oh! And then we can like put their bodies on the ends. Wow, this is actually so cute. What's crazy is the fact that these twinkly Christmas lights don't come in white, but I kind of feel like I can get away with blue. I know that doesn't make any sense, but in my mind, I'm thinking that it's kind of like ice, and this is a snowy build, and snow and ice kind of go together. Maybe we can just move these snowflake lights over so I could put these across the whole back wall. And I'm wondering if I could actually maybe turn them the other way. So what if we did this. You know what? I actually kind of like it because it fills up the empty space. Okay, we'll put our other one this way. And now that we have all of our snowman parts set up, we can add some small checkout counters. So I want to put 2 on either side of the entrance like this. Then we definitely need a register. So 1 here, another here. Oh, and we actually have a couple of other snowy things that we could include. Maybe these can be like the snowman accessories. You know, when you go to like Build-A-Bear and like you can get other things besides just the bear. So maybe we can have a place for some snowy plushies. We have a giant creeper, a snow golem plush. Then we also have a snow fox and a snowy villager. I do also have snow globes, which is kind of cute. Honestly, let's just make another shelf. So we have an igloo snow globe and a Christmas tree snow globe. Oh, I love this so much. You can get your snow, your little carrots, your sticks, your hats, your coal, build your snowman, and then you can pick out your accessories. And something else that I found while looking for snowy things were these snowy covered trees. Don't think these are gonna fit in here. Actually, you know what? I bet we could get away with this if we just move these registers like here instead. And then, wait. I see a solo snowflake spot. Ta-da! Oh, this is cute. Okay, now inside of this house, let's start with the kitchen. For our snowy kitchen, obviously we're gonna use a bunch of white countertops. We could put a sink in the middle. And like every kitchen I pretty much do, we're gonna add an island. Now we can just add a couple upper cabinets. You know what? We can totally put some snowflake lights over them too. Oh, wait, give me a stick. They're kind of clipping in my cabinets. Wait, that's so pretty. Okay, and then I did pick out a bunch of white appliances. So we have the fridge that can go here, of course. Then we have a mixer, we have a toaster. We could put the stove over here, the dishwasher here, and then on top of the dishwasher, we can have a drying rack. Then in front of the island, we can have some stools. On the island, we can have some cookies and hot chocolate cups. And maybe on the sides of the island, we can have some storage for mugs. Now for the lighting over the island, I kind of want to do the paper lanterns because they look like snowballs. So we can just stack some white and off-white paper lanterns. And maybe in the corners, we can add some extra counters. I totally forgot about the espresso machine, so we could put that on this counter. And over on this side, we can have some kitchen spices. Now in this space, it's primarily going to be a dining room, but I do also want to have a small sitting area and also obviously a sitting area in the sunroom. So because this room is pretty big, I think we could get away with a large table. The only thing with this larger table is like there's only 1 item slot on each table. So if I want to put a little place setting down, it only goes here. And then you probably heard me place blocks. It just kind of goes through the object. So if we want to be able to put a bunch of stuff out on the tables, I might just use the smaller ones like this. Oh, that's a big table. It's cute though. I like this because we can actually do plate settings. We could put a bunch of plates with cups and forks and knives and spoons out. And then in the middle of the table, we can have some food. I don't know what other white food I have besides plates. Basically, all of my plates are white. Like all these cereals we could do because the bowl is white. All these cookies. Technically, this cheese, there's a piece of white cheese on this cheese board. Then we have this chocolate cake that has some white icing on it. Oh, maybe we do that. That actually looks Christmassy. I think we should do the cake and the donuts because they're both on white plates and they're both kind of festive. Now that we have our table, we need some chairs. And I know I really love these armchairs, but I think putting them all next to each other will be a little bit much. Let's add these to the end of the table and use these chairs on the sides. Oh, that is a lot. Okay, and now it is super dark in this part of the house, so we could add some more lantern lights. Ta-da! Oh my gosh, wait, we could also put snowflakes hanging from the ceiling. That's kind of fun. I want to put some over here too. Oh, cute! Now I always do this, but I forgot to add a carpet. I want to put a carpet under the table to like break up the floor a bit. Let me grab my wool. There we go. Okay, now there's just enough space here for like a really small sitting area. So let's grab a couple more of these chairs and we'll put them like this. Then we can get a different white table to put in the middle. And on that table, we can have a lamp. Now, it might be kind of weird to have chairs facing a table, so maybe we rotate these out this way. Maybe we can add a couple of banners to the sides of these inside windows. And because this wall just feels so boring to me, let's add some texture. That's kind of better. Over in this sunroom, I think it'd be really cute to use more of the white armchairs, of course. But we can also display white flowers in here. Okay, let's figure this out. Maybe we could do a 4-chair setup. That's incorrect placement. Wait. Then we could put a table along this wall, a table along this wall. And honestly, we could put tables in between these chairs. Obviously, I do want to add some lamps in here. Let's add some banners for curtains. We can add another carpet to the floor. And now we can add the plants. So luckily in my texture pack, I actually did change the color of the flower pot from brown to white. So it matches. And for flowers, we can use this one, and this one. Now there's another flower pot that I want to use that is not white. It is brown, but I love this flower pot because you can make the flowers grow. So let's hang them right around here. We could put more here and here. I think I want to vary the height a bit, so let's make these ones lower actually. Then we can add all of our flowers and we can bone meal them. Look at how pretty that is. Oh, the tulip one is so cute. Obviously, I want more lanterns in here too. So let's hang these from the middle of the room. And maybe if we break the carpet right here, we can add some more flower pots underneath the snowflake window. Yeah. The only thing this room needs is a snowflake over on this side and a snowflake on this side. I think it might be nice if we added some flowers to the kitchen too. So we could put 2 flower pots like that. Then we can also put some by this sitting area. Well, now that these areas are done, let's go decorate the bathroom under the stairs. This is like our little Harry Potter bathroom. Hello. It's actually a decent size. Like, it's small, but it's not that small. I think if we get rid of this window and make the wall solid, then we can put the sink over here. So, sink, drawer, and on the wall, we can have a mirror. Now, I know, yep, I have white bathroom clutter. We could put our soap and stuff over here. Then we can have a stack of white towels. The toilet can go, honestly, like right here. And the toilet paper can go right next to it. Now, if we want to, we could do another shower tub combo. Let's just fill this in. That way we can put our tub in the corner. Oh, you know what's not gonna fit here? The shower part. Do we really need a shower? No, it's fine. I do still want to put like a little glass wall though, because that's cute. Now on the floor, we can add a bit of carpet. If we get a white slab, then we can put some toilet paper over the toilet. And then in the lighting category of the DecoCraft mod, I want to use the white pendant lamps. Wait, what is this? No way! Hold on. This whole time, I've been layering these little like light wire stick things to make my lamps longer when I could have just used a standalone cable. Wait, I had no idea that I had this. Oh! Oh my gosh, look at how much better that is. Wow. Okay, that's awesome. Now let's just grab a white banner as like the curtain. Oh, we actually can't. Maybe we get rid of this toilet paper and just put a banner there for the window. And because this is a bathroom, we're gonna need a door. Wait, you know what would be cute? We could put a wreath above the bathroom door. And I have 2 options. There's this one with the white lights, and then there's this one that has like the white / silver and gold bell ornaments on it. Okay, this one kind of looks like snow, so I think that one's better. Oh, that's so cute. Now, throughout this entire Christmas village so far, I've been using these Christmas trees from Macaw's holiday mod, but none of them have white ornaments or white lights. But you know what mod does? The DecoCraft mod. This Christmas tree has white lights on it. And even though our living room is technically upstairs, I want to put a tree down here too. I I feel like I thought of that a little too late. Maybe. It can go in this corner? It can! This is so cute. Wait, do we have white wrapped presents? We do! They're white boxes with blue ribbons. Oh, that's cute. Okay, well, now that the downstairs is done, let's go upstairs to work on the living room. Now, I know we just put a Christmas tree down, but we're gonna do it again. I think that this is a good spot for a Christmas tree. Then obviously all around it, we can add a bunch of presents. And I want to put a fireplace in here, and I feel like the best place to do that is right across from the bedroom on this wall. So I want to grab these diorite blocks and let's build a wide fireplace. We can build it up like this big, and then we can add the campfire. Oh, wait, that's cute. Is this centered correctly? Oh my gosh, it's not. Wait, how did I do that? Is this centered? Yep, there we go. Okay, now on this fireplace, we obviously need to have some stockings, but where is the white one? I know I have one. Oh, it's light gray. Well, it has white on it. It's fine. Okay, so here's our stockings. Oh, I kind of feel like we should build this up a bit taller too. Then on the fireplace, we can add a wreath. And on the sides, we can have some poinsettia flowers. Hold on, I think it'd be cute to put wreaths over here too. And another in the bedroom over this window. Now, obviously, we need another carpet up here. And I think it'd be really cozy if we put the couches under the balcony. Ta-da! Now, wait, that is also not centered. Okay, let's do that. Let's add a couple of tables with some lamps on them. And then we can add some more sofas here. That's cute. Now, wait a minute. Let's get those snowflake lights and put them here. And maybe along the sides of this living room area, we can add some bookshelves. Oh, these are perfect. And maybe we can add some more on the sides of the fireplace. Oh, you know what else we could have? More snowflake lights. Oh, you know what I haven't been using this whole time? My favorite thing that I've been putting in every single house. Little bunting banners. We need them everywhere. So cute. Then let's also grab some regular fairy lights so that we can combine them together. And now that I'm looking at it, I feel like we should put the tree in the middle of the room. You know what else might help this space? If we added some more windows on the bottom here on either side of the Christmas tree. Then we can just add a couple of banners and we have a cozy living room. Now for this upstairs bedroom, I obviously want to put the bed in the middle of the room by the window. Then I want to add some banners, some fairy lights. On either side of the bed, we can add these white end tables with a couple of lamps. Then we can have a bookshelf at the end here. I did want to layer a couple more of these snowball lights. Then we can just add a bit of carpet, some plants, and of course, plushies. We can have a chicken, a polar bear plushie, a sheep, of course. We have a ghast, a wolf plushie. Oh my gosh, there's so many. A white cat, there's a horse, a bunny. This bedroom is about to have 1 million plushies in it. Hold on. Okay. Well, we could put a cat over here. Then we could put the ghast. Oh, that's so cool. Then we could have a sheep. I feel like I need to grab some shelves. So hold on. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. Okay, now that way we could have the polar bear. Oh! We could have a frog. Oh wait, he's so tiny. Look at him. He's just a little guy. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. Maybe put him on the floor. That is so cute. Okay, then here we could put a horse, a llama, a wolf. Wait, let's put this in the middle because he's taller. Then over here we can have the bunny, the fox, and over here we can have a chicken. Oh my goodness, look at them. Oh, that's so cute. Well, now that everything's decorated, let's go on a tour. Welcome to the Snowman Supply Shop. So this is the outside of the build. We've got cute little snowflakes. There's a little balcony out here that originally you could access, but then I decided to turn this doorway into a window, so now it's just for show. But back here we have the house, and up front we have the snowman store. This is so cute. It's basically like Build-A-Bear, but build a snowman. Ta-da! So we have registers on either side of the shop. We've got cute little white Christmas trees. Snowflakes literally everywhere. I actually think my game is getting a little laggy because of how many fairy lights I'm using. But anyway, over here we have like this little system set up where you would come in, grab your snow, grab your carrots, your sticks, your hats, your coal, and then you can build your snowman. On the sides of the shop, we do have some little plushies and other accessories to go along with your snowman. If we exit the shop and go this way, this is the house for the owner that runs the snowman supply store. So when you walk in, there's stairs up to the second floor, but first let's go left. This whole room is the giant dining room. This is probably like one of the largest dining tables I've done in a while. But look at it! We literally have 10 plate settings, and apparently everybody is eating chocolate cake and donuts. Over on the left here, there's a small seating area with 2 chairs, a lamp, and a Christmas tree. Over to the right, we have our snowy white kitchen. I actually really like this kitchen. We've got snowflakes everywhere, little snowball-shaped paper lanterns, obviously white kitchen counters and cabinets, and on the island, we've got some cookies and hot chocolate. Over on this side of the bottom floor, there's a bit more color because this is the sunroom. You obviously can't have a sunroom without plants. We have places to sit, tables with lamps, and we even have hanging plants. Underneath the stairs in our little Harry Potter closet is actually a bathroom. So we've got a tub, a toilet, some extra toilet paper, and a sink. And up these stairs, we have the living room. So along literally all of the walls in this space, we've got books. Over here, we've got a big cozy fireplace with stockings and plants and snow globes. And under this balcony, we have all the couches. This is a cozy spot. But okay, the last place that is in this house is right up these ladders, and this is the bedroom. There's a lot of plushies in here. So obviously we have a bed, some tables, lamps, books, honestly, a lot of different lights. And plushies. Oh, they're so cute. This is my colorful Christmas village, and today I can only build with the color brown. Now, I saw a lot of comments for this one, so I'm deciding to combine a bunch of them together. This brown build will be the gingerbread reindeer ranch and hot chocolate shop. I actually think it's a cute combo. We'll have a section for the reindeer, a home for the owner, and a cozy shop to buy hot chocolate. Look at this. We have a brown gingerbread reindeer ranch and hot chocolate shop. Starting with the reindeer ranch, I kept this lower level of the build and this front outside area just for them. I went ahead and I marked out where I wanted stalls to go. So let's actually build those. I don't think I want to use this block though. I want to use the mud on the ground and the ceiling. There we go. Now, I'm obviously not gonna leave it like that. I want to do some kind of like bloop, 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 bloop. You know, let's build up these sides a bit. Then maybe we have to bring these down. Wait, that's kind of cute. And also, I like this too. And then I was thinking we can have some slabs like this so we can hang lanterns from them. Wait, I like this. Okay, now we just need to separate the areas a little bit more. I picked out 2 types of fences and gates, so we can either do this dark oak or we can do this acacia. I think I like the lighter one. So now on each one of these sections, we can add some fences and gates. And with some more mud blocks, we can create separate stalls. I want each one of these walls to have a window because it's a little dark down here. So let me just grab some of this brown glass and we can fill up the windows. Maybe to give it a more finished look, we can add a couple of mud slabs on the tops of each one. And now we can add some reindeer stuff. I know these items aren't exclusively brown, but the carrots are in a brown barrel. Oh, should we put these in front of each one of these posts? Yes, absolutely. Wait, everybody gets a barrel of carrots. Then we can also add a bit of hay to each section, even though, yes, it's not brown. Then maybe we can have some loose carrots scattered on the floor. Oh, and we need like little water bowls. There we go. Oh, this is so cute. Oh, you know what we need? Brown fairy lights. Okay, now I know I just put these lanterns out, but what if we broke every other one? That way we can hang some fairy lights and banners. I've got a good feeling about this. Yep. Wait, no, seriously, I love this. Okay, and now, you guys already know this, but I do not have reindeer in my game. But I do have a couple of deer lights, and I have a reindeer doormat. Hold on. We gotta put that there. Maybe we actually put 3 like this, Then we can put 3 on this side. And now we can add some of these Christmas decorations to all of the stalls. Look at how cute. Look at all our reindeer. Okay, now I want to create an area outside for them too, so they're not just stuck in their pens all day. So maybe with some more mud blocks, we can create a little outdoor area that connects to the stalls like this. Now let's just grab the fences that we used inside so that the outside can match. And maybe with a couple of mud brick blocks, we can kind of beef up the fence a bit. Oh, that's perfect. Wait, we need a way to get in. Hold on. Maybe because this is kind of a weird spot, we can build an entrance here. Now let me just grab these gates. And now we have an outdoor area. Obviously, we're not gonna leave it empty though. Let's scatter some more carrots around. We'll definitely need some more water bowls. Then we can add some hay. And our pretend reindeer. As a final touch over the entrance to the reindeer ranch, we can have some fairy lights and banners. And now that this section is done, we can work on the hot chocolate shop. So this side of the build is the hot chocolate shop, and yes, it is 2 floors. So down here, let's make the actual shop part where you can order hot chocolate and a couple of pastries. Let's put a sink in the middle of this wall with a couple of drawers. Then we can just have the counter go straight across the room. Not exactly at the sides, but close to either side. I want to have a display counter because I figured we could use those shop displays that have pastries and donuts. Now on either side of these displays, we can have some registers. On this back wall, we can make a menu. And behind the counter, I want to put this pastry display in this corner, another one over here. Then we can just have some espresso machines, but pretend they're hot chocolate machines. And then I want to add a bunch of mugs. Maybe we can move this up a block. That way, across the whole back wall, we can have our mugs. Wait, that's cute. We could put the menu maybe all the way across too. I don't really know what I'm gonna put in the menu spot. Does this mug work in an item frame? No. Okay, wait. We have chocolate bars, chocolate syrup, and this isn't brown, but it's technically hot chocolate. It says it's hot chocolate, but it's like red. Interesting. Ta-da! Do you think we can make a sign that says hot chocolate? It might be too many letters. Wait a minute. Hot chocolate. No! Okay, how about just hot cocoa? That works. Okay, now in the rest of the space, we obviously need to have some seating. So we could probably fit about 4 tables in here. We can add some matching chairs. And on each table, we can add some hot chocolate or pastry. So this table gets hot chocolate. This one gets hot chocolate. This one gets cookies. And this one gets cake. Now to make the floor look a little less boring, I do want to add a checker printed carpet. It kind of looks like a cookie. Then we can add some more carpet up by the counter. And maybe by the windows, we can have some curtains. Obviously, this is an issue, so we're gonna have to move these. It's fine. We could just move them up a block. That way, our windows can have full curtains. Now, I don't have any brown paper lanterns, but I do have the cream one, which is technically really light brown. So we could just add a couple of them to this room. And hanging over the main counter, we can add some pendant lights. For the second floor of this shop, I want to make this more like a cozy hot chocolate lounge. So maybe we can have a small counter up here as like a refuel spot if you don't want to walk all the way downstairs. We can just have a singular register, some hanging mugs, a hot cocoa sign, and a cup of hot chocolate. Now, I actually don't like how plain this back wall is, so I'm turning it into a window. Then in the rest of the space, we can make a cozy lounge. Let's put a chair here, another chair there. Then we can have a sofa this way, another small one by the window. We can add a couple of ottoman stools, and then we need some lamps. Ooh. Okay, wait, then we also need some carpet. We can add some more by these chairs. Then on this table, we can have a chocolate croissant. Over here, we can have hot chocolate. And I want to have a record player. Now, there is this cute little balcony off of the second floor, so we could put some extra chairs out here too. And then all around this room, we'll add some more banners and fairy lights. On the upper left side of this build, we have the house for the shop owner. And I think that this area is perfect for a living room. Now, I don't have a brown Christmas tree, but I do think we could get away with the multicolored one. The stump's kind of brown. Oh, that's so cute. Also, wait, before I forget, I found this cute little Christmas tree doormat that we could put here. And honestly, we should add this to the upstairs hot chocolate shop too. But okay, back to the living room. I want to put some curtains on these windows. And do I have brown presents? Is there anything brown? No. Okay, wait, what if I gift? Ah! And then what if I also just typed in brown? Maybe that would help too? We have some brown toys, little bunnies, plushies. But I think that's our only present. It's okay, we'll make it work. The first thing I want to do is make a tree skirt under this Christmas tree. Then around it, we can have some present boxes. And mixed in with the presents, we can add some open toys like this bear, this bunny plushie, a little sheep plushie, and I'm pretty sure I have other brown toys. The train! Oh, we have a checker set. Oh, this little rocking horse is cute. Okay, perfect. Can we put the train going around the present? Kind of, that's cute. Then maybe here we can have some checkers. And over here, we can have the rocking horse. Oh my gosh, it's a unicorn. Now, above this Christmas tree, we're obviously gonna add some fairy lights. And I also want to add a couple more of these paper lanterns. Pretty. Now, can I make some side windows here? Yeah, these look out. Okay, hold on. We are making more windows. And if we wanted to, we can add some counters under these windows. Oh, you know what? Better yet, we can add bookshelves. Maybe along this whole back wall. Then maybe we could have more presents on here. We could have a record player. And we can add a couple of books. Now, I wanted to add a fireplace, but now I don't know where to put that. Oh, you know what? We can make one of those double-sided fireplaces. I want this area to be a kitchen, so we could totally build it like along this balcony so that the kitchen could have a fireplace and so can the living room. I want to make it out of mud. Is that cool? It's definitely different. But now that we have a fireplace, we can add our stockings. Oh, I love that. Do we have any wreaths that are brown? Oh, this one has pine cones on it. Yes. On this mantle, we can add a gingerbread house. Then we can have some little gingerbread guys. I kind of want to do the same thing to this side too. And I also found a sled that we could put there. Okay, now for this living room, because there's a fireplace there and the Christmas tree is here, maybe we can do like a back-to-back couch. Like this. That way you can sit here and enjoy the fire, or you can sit here and enjoy the Christmas tree. Let's just add a little ottoman here, an ottoman here. We can add another carpet underneath both couches. And then we can add some tables with lamps. I actually think I want to add a couple of more lantern lights, but the ceilings are very, very tall. So maybe we could build some little cross beams and hang them from there. Now for the kitchen, because this is pretty wide, I'm not gonna fill up the entire wall. I think I'm gonna leave like a 3-block gap on the sides. That way we can have some more windows. I also do want to put a window under here. And above that, we can have our upper cabinets. Oh, you know what? We should probably put a window here too. Does that match? No. Why is this window like this? There we go. Now they match. While I'm on the topic of windows, we can put a couple of banners on these side ones. And now we can do the rest of the kitchen. Now I want to do an island. Hopefully this isn't too close to the fire. Then we can just add some stools. In the middle of this window, we can add our sink. And then I don't have any brown appliances, so we're just gonna default to white. So here's our stove. Here's our dishwasher. We could put our fridge on the end. Honestly, let's just do 2. We can extend our cabinets by a block. And then on the counter, we can have our pretend hot chocolate machine and a toaster. Now over on the island, I do have some yummy brown desserts, like some cookies, this Yule log, and some gingerbread cookies. Wait, maybe we swap this with this? Yeah. Oh, and then we can add some cups of hot chocolate. Ta-da! Now over by the sink, we could just add a little bit of carpet. Wouldn't it be cute to put like a bunch of gingerbread houses on top of these cabinets? I think it's cute. And then wait, what about like little poinsettia flowers? Technically, we could use this because the dirt is brown. Oh my gosh. Maybe on the sides of the island, we can add storage for mugs. And then above the island, we can add some pendant lights. Now upstairs in this baby loft, this feels like the perfect place for a library. I know this fireplace kind of blocks a lot of the view now, but it's so cozy how you can see the living room from up here. Ah, it's a vibe. So basically, let's add some cozy seating. We can have a couple of ottomans, and then obviously a table with a lamp on it. Now around these couches, we can have a couple of stacks of books. Whoa, those are cute. Oh, I love these. We technically do have space to add books along this wall by the windows. Along these bookshelves, we can add some more books. Then we can add a bit of carpet, banners, and fairy lights. On the final floor of this house, we have space for a bedroom that even has a balcony. We should totally put some more chairs out here. Now, typically when I decorate bedrooms, I like to put the bed against the wall, but this is the only flat wall, and these are angled, so maybe because we come up the stairs this way, we could put the bed here. Let's just build this wall down a bit, and now we can add our bed. I think I want this block to be the headboard. Then we could just add our bed and build a frame around it. We could add some nightstands on the sides with some lamps. Do you think we could add a little window? Wait, that would be cute there. I kind of feel like over here we can slightly modify the roof to fit in a closet. So let's do something like this. And maybe on the sides, we can add some shoes. Now, in the corner over here, I think it would be cute to have a pet bed. Over here, we can have some food and water bowls. Actually, maybe let's put the pet bed over here by this bed. And in the corner here, we can have a baby Christmas tree. Around this tree, we could have a couple more presents and some gingerbread guys. We can add some carpet to the floor. And on the ceiling, we can have some banners, fairy lights, and some more hanging lanterns. The Gingerbread Reindeer Ranch and Hot Chocolate Shop is officially complete. Let's go on a tour. So here's the outside of the build. On the left over here, we have the little reindeer ranch. First, we have this outdoor pen area. And then underneath the house, we have a whole stable section. We have individual pens for all of our pretend reindeer. They've got hay, they've got water, and obviously carrots. On the right side of the build, we have the hot chocolate shop. And on this bottom floor, this is where you would order that. So we've got the front hot cocoa section with some pastries and cookies and donuts to buy. We've got a couple of tables to sit at. And then the second floor of the shop is more like a lounge. So there is a little refuel station up here. And then the rest of the room is just kind of cozy couch vibes. Now, I did decorate this hallway that connects the shop to the house just by adding some walls and slabs to kind of make it a little less boring. But on the other side of this hot chocolate shop, we have the house. So over here, we have the living room. In this section, we have a Christmas tree with our brown presents and toys. We've got a couple of books on the wall with a record player. And over here, we've got a double couch with a double fireplace. On the other side of our double fireplace, we have the kitchen. If you go up these stairs, we have a cozy reading room. And on the very top level, we have the bedroom. Minecraft, but I'm building with all the colors. We've built with red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, black, white, and brown. So today, we're building with all of them. Since the beginning of this mini Christmas series, I've wanted to build something right in the middle of this icy area. So you know what I want to build? A giant rainbow Christmas tree candy shop. We can build up a tree. Inside of the tree, we can have the candy shop. And all around the outside, we can have rainbow ornaments, presents, and candy. Ta-da! We've got a Christmas tree. It looks so cute. Obviously, right now it's very plain. We're gonna have to add some ornaments to it. At the bottom of the tree, we have a white tree skirt. Surrounding the tree, we have colorful rainbow presents. And then, of course, we have a star on top. Now, besides the presents out here, I want to build a bunch of candy canes. We'll put a red candy cane there. Let's put an orange one on this side. Here we can have yellow. Then we can have green. We'll put blue back here. Then over here we can have purple. In the front, I want to have a pink candy cane. Oh, we also need a brown candy cane and a black candy cane. Wait, these look so cool. I also just realized that I did not add candy canes to a couple of these houses. I was doing every other one. So we have red over there, yellow, blue, pink. Oh, that's why I didn't do it. Kind of hard to make a white candy cane. I mean, we could try. Maybe I could just mix the dotted blocks with some white concrete. Wait, that works. Now for the ornaments on this Christmas tree, I was thinking of, again, just like the candy canes, using the same block colors that we use for all of these builds. But besides building ornaments, I feel like these fairy light lanterns would be perfect. They're bigger than the solo fairy lights, so they stand out more. Let's do the lights last. First, let's build the ornaments. Okay, let's see. I want to space these out evenly, and I also don't want them to look bad. Okay, wait, that could work. Oh, that's cute. Okay, so all around this tree, we're gonna alternate these cute little square ornaments. And now that our bottom layer is done, we can work on the next one. So basically, if these are where these are, I wanna put the next row in between. Look at my tree. Okay, so I did adjust some things, okay? The red was crazy bright compared to all the other colors I picked out. So I did tone it down a bit with a softer red color. And basically those green ornaments replaced the black and brown ones. Those just weren't feeling very Christmassy to me. So we can incorporate those colors somewhere else. We have them in the candy canes, and also the trunk of the tree is literally brown. So we do have the colors in our build. They're just not ornaments. Now this looks so cute on its own. I'm kind of nervous to add the fairy lights. I don't want to ruin it. We're obviously still gonna try it though, because you never know until you try. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and pink. Also white. Oh, wait a minute. It might be cute. Okay, actually, I think I like it. Because the sun is over here, this side of the tree is obviously in the shade. So the lights actually help brighten it up a bit. Again, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, white. They kind of look like little pom-poms. I love this Christmas tree. Tell me this isn't the cutest thing you've ever seen. But okay, now that the outside of this tree is done, there's actually something else I want to do outside before we even decorate the inside and turn it into a candy shop. This is not the only tree that I built. Da, da, da. Okay, so I built a bunch of baby trees because I feel like our village is lacking. There is no landscape around any of these buildings. So I built a bunch of baby trees that we can kind of paste around. Look at all our trees. Wait, this actually helps a lot. For the inside of our Christmas tree, I want this to be the candy shop. Now, obviously it's empty and very green and not rainbow right now. So the very first thing I want to do is make this floor pink. You know what? These colors look really good together. It kind of reminds me of those watermelon candies. Oh, it's perfect. Now, the thing we have to figure out is how we're gonna get in here. I do have the entrance obviously here through the stump, but is it stairs or is it a ladder? I feel like a ladder would take up the least amount of space, so maybe we can just have a little 3 wide ladder hole entrance. Now, because I have framed ladders, that means we can make them candy colors. We can have pink, magenta, purple, dark blue, light blue. Then maybe we can add like little tree stump windows down here so it's not so dark. And then I feel like we need a proper entrance. Maybe because the stump is brown, we can grab some mud walls and some mud slabs. Basically, we can just create a little something like this. That way it's not so plain. Okay, now the one thing I'm realizing is I don't know if we're gonna be able to put windows in this shop. Hold up. We might be able to have tiny windows. We're gonna have to make sure this doesn't look crazy from the outside though, so hold on. It's not that bad. If we just use some colored glass, it might look like more ornaments. That just gave me a really fun idea. Is this insane? If I do the entire Christmas tree like this, will our eyeballs hurt? Hold on, but I kind of want to try it. I have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and pink, but I'm alternating between dotted and striped blocks. Okay, wait. Tell me why this is actually kind of cool. It reminds me of like one of those big candy sour ropes. Okay, what if we did the 4 main walls and then in these little corner pieces, we could just pick other colors? Whoa. Look at the inside of my Christmas tree. It's like a giant candy explosion. Okay, now I have ideas for layouts and I also have candy. Look at all the stuff. Before we could put any of that out though, let me show you what I'm thinking. So because there's so much color going on in here, I decided to do white blocks for the corners, which makes me want to do white counters. Instead of having 1 main candy counter, I thought it might be nice to have 4 around the entire room. So we can have 1 counter there, 1 in this corner, another one here, and another one here. If we really wanted to, we could even add some more counters along like the flat walls. And honestly, that might look kind of nice. Now, above all of the counters, obviously, I'm gonna add some rainbow fairy lights and banners. I also need to figure out where to put these. So these are technically, like playground tires, but they kind of give a candy vibe. Oh, you know what else we should do? The paper lanterns. I think every corner should have paper lanterns, and then every flat wall could have fairy lights and banners. Wait, you know what? We could pretend that these are like upside down lollipops or even things of cotton candy. That's actually kind of cute. Okay, now from here to here, we could have some banners. Then I also want to have some fairy lights, but instead of mixing them with the banners this time, because it does get kind of like dark in here, we can hang them higher up like this. Wow. There is a lot of color in here. But okay, now that we have some basic decorations, we can add the candy. Oh, this is perfect. We have 4 counters. Well, 4 corner counters. And we have 4 candy cane colors. We can add the yellow candy canes here. The green can go here. Then on this side, we can have blue. And here, we can have red. Stop it. Oh, these are perfect. Now, I did also put all of these colored jelly desserts in my inventory because I think it could count as candy. Instead of like squishy dessert jello, we could just pretend that it's like a giant gumdrop. Now I do have 8 of these, so maybe we could put them on the corner cabinets? Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're 1 short. I have an idea. We're making shelves. Oh, wait, if we put these jellies on the flat walls, then we can match the color of them to the wall. So we can have a red one, orange, yellow, green, blue, and then the rest of them we can display here. So we could have rainbow in the middle, a pink one, and a purple one. I'm putting more jellies over here. Oh, I totally forgot about this. I know this is technically ice cream from the ice cream mod that I added for our ice cream shop, but the colored cauldrons also look like candy, so it might be cool to put these along these back walls. Then we can just fill them up with snow and turn them into candies. Maybe these are slushies. That is actually perfect. Now, what to do with these rainbow tires? You know, we could put them on these shelves. Wait, that totally works. They're kind of like jumbo jelly rings. Let's also put them on this side. Now, I do actually have a candy shop sign, and what's perfect about this is that the sign is brown. So we're getting the black from our cauldrons, the brown from our sign, the white from the counters and these corner walls, and the walls are every other color. Where could I put this? It's a literal candy cart. It has cotton candy on it, little lollipops and candy bars. I feel like we could technically get away with putting them in these corner sections. Then I also have like a bunch of gumball machines. I have this pastel purple one. I have this pastel green one. I have a traditional like small kind of counter red one and one that like has a stand. Personally, I don't really like that one. So maybe we don't use that. But these three are cute. Our little jelly ring counters can have the red gumball machines. Then in front of these jellies, we can have the pastel machines. Now I do have these little wall decals that could totally pass as candy. Should we decorate the wall with them? Wait, that could be cool. Yep, I like that. Wait a minute. We need some rainbow carpets on the floor. Yellow, green, blue, purple, magenta, pink. Then in the rest of the space on the corner counters, I got a bunch of custom candy heads. So we have bowls of candy. We have little candy machines, candy jars. We have little cotton candy blocks. And we also have sugar straws. This is so cute. These ones are my favorite though. This block, I love. I think the last thing I want to add to this place is maybe like 1 or 2 tables. You can't really fit much in here. But I also want to add a couple of item frames to the front of these counters. Now that we have those item frames, I totally forgot that I have candy cane blocks. So we can add a different candy cane flavor to each side. Oh my gosh, the cyan table is so pretty. We're gonna try our best to fit something in here. Will this work? No, that's so cute. That totally works. I wish we had some more room for tables. It's okay. I'm just gonna squeeze one here and another over here. Wait. I want to put this on this table, this on this table, and this on this table. I can't believe it. Our colorful Christmas village is officially complete. Look at this place. I think it's time for a final grand tour. The very first build we made was the red Santa house. Next to that, we have the orange carrot cafe. This is the yellow Star Inn / Star Hotel. Then next to that, we have the green Christmas tree farm and decoration shop. This is our icy blue ice cream shop. Then we have the purple present and toy factory. This is the pink sugar plum fairy bakery. We've got a black coal mine house where all the coal is sourced for the naughty kids. Then we have the white snowman supply shop, the brown gingerbread reindeer ranch and hot chocolate shop, and our final build to tie it all together is our rainbow candy shop Christmas tree. I love this build. First of all, wait, the outside is adorable. I think this is like my favorite Christmas tree I've ever built. And then once you go inside this tree, you're met with a giant candy explosion. Ta-da! We've got giant jelly rings, gumball machines, candy canes. We have cotton candy, lollipops, chocolates, bowls of candy. We've got little jello jellies in every flavor possible. And we also have some places to sit. I love this Christmas village. And it's even prettier at nighttime. I hope you enjoyed this mini Christmas series. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see from me in the new year. And if you're new, make sure to subscribe.